Showtime!
10 seconds flat.
Falcon! Punch! Well, this sucks. You are nothing to me!
I'm just starting recording already, so
That's good.
that's fine.
Wait, are we really recording?
yeah,
right
we're
now?
recording right now. Go, Jose.
Finally.
Chibi.
You can cut it out, so.
I'm not gonna cut it out.
Oh my
I
god!
don't want to waste time.
They heard all that nipple and areola stuff.
That's all good then. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, people of the earth, to Chibi No Podcast, episode numero 10.
Woohoo! We're in the double digits now. I'm
I know.
excited.
I know, it's pretty cool.
Getting into our double digits.
My name is Jose. And when I'm not trying to limp around everywhere, trying to work and get some money so I could buy my anime, I'm sitting here
He has all kinds.
hosting
Ow.
Chibi No Podcast with the one and only, the tech guy, Miles.
What's up, guys?
And you got me, David, the Smash fan. Woo-doo!
Diego the Rocker. I decided to give myself a new name.
You're always a little brother.
I'm glad
The
that
little
everybody
rocker.
heard our
we'll call
little
it the little
intro that
rocker.
nobody knew was recording, but David tricked us when we were
Good job,
recording. You
a-hole.
guys-
They're
you guys
talking about
gotta-
nipples and areolas. It was
you
weird.
gotta hear what we really talk about when we're not on on the recording.
Explicitly. So how's everybody doing, first of all?
Pretty good.
Probably better
Tired.
than you.
Got another energy drink this week.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
3 hours of sleep.
I'm still like hurting from the ankle, but I'm doing better.
It also didn't help that I stepped on your foot too.
He's limping around like a Walking Dead episode. It's awesome.
I straight up look like
He
a
has
Walking Dead.
no more crutches, but then he walks like.
Like one leg so straight. Yeah, I can't even move it. That's all good. I'm getting around.
We should make
now.
a meme of you. Like
Well-
an animated GIF meme of you walking around all limpy and stupid.
No,
The real
rolling
Walking
over
Dead.
yourself.
the real Walking Dead.
Starring Jose Oliver.
Walking Brown.
The scariest brown kid you'll ever meet.
my god.
Alrighty, let's get right into this with the news.
Yay.
We're gonna do this one fast, ladies and gentlemen. Why?
Fast.
Because I'm gonna be doing it. We're gonna be cutting all the fat. We don't need to talk about
Cutting
that.
all the fat?
That.
Hey.
Disney layoffs. Nobody
Cutting
can.
all
No,
the
I'm just
fat.
playing. Let's get the bad stuff out of the way first. Let's talk about the Disney layoffs that just happened for Disney Interactive. This is the gaming side of Disney.
And
I didn't know that
and to
happened.
be-
I just read our little notes. Holy crap.
To be more specific, they let go of all the people that were in charge of the mobile gaming.
Okay, never mind.
And so, and like,
Disney made mobile games. Wait, what?
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
I think they said they also laid off people that were with LucasArts with the
Mhm.
games.
What?
Yeah.
Well, it's already been going downhill since they canceled 1313, so screw them.
Well, Disney right now, it's in a good position to do anything they want. They're making money.
But that 1313 looks so good. It's probably because it's going to be rated R that they canceled
It's
that.
probably because they want to get their own games out and not want to do something that they.
13. I don't know what that
It's like
is.
an Uncharted Star Wars. And you
Yeah.
played as like a
But like they
Boba
bought the
Fett's
whole
origin
rights for it to
story.
do whatever
Oh.
they want with Star Wars. So
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense that they're cutting people out of that chunk that they just bought.
I don't think they want to do games though. I think they just want to focus on the movies as of right now. And
Are
then-
they not doing Battlefront 3?
Oh.
Battlefront.
Yeah,
Battle-
yeah, they're working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah,
like
see,
the one
that
Dice-
was going to be a
Dice-
huge one. They're going to get tons of money for that one with just the teaser trailer that they showed at E3.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're working on Dice's engine, Frostbite 3 for
Well,
it.
you, also
Oh,
with
yeah,
that one, you
this is
got to
a new
figure out that
shooting
this
style.
is kind of like an established franchise with Battlefront. You know, this is the third one in the game. With 1313, it was kind of like it looked good, but maybe it wasn't playing good. They just didn't feel like doing it.
I don't think Disney would have supported a rated R game, is what I
No.
think it was.
An M game.
Yeah,
Would
it
it have
would've
been an M game?
Oh yeah,
They should
it was
have
supposed to have
some-
blood and swearing and everything.
They should have
wanted
something
to make
like
it mature game.
DC and Marvel, where they have like a different label for printing different stuff. Like, I can't remember models, but DC's like Vertigo, where they could do some crazy things like that.
Yeah.
They should just call it like Disney After Hours.
Well, if you see Disney, if you
It's like the
if you
Howard Stern
watch
show. Too far.
if you
sorry.
watch Disney, like the stuff that they produce that's just overseas, they have rated R movies.
Yeah, it's over there, but over here they
Over
have to keep
there,
an image.
but yeah.
an image.
I think
no,
it's
different over
stupid,
there.
but whatever.
It is stupid. I agree.
I mean,
yeah.
it sucks for the 700 employees, but
That does really suck.
They- and
They'll
then-
get jobs though. From
mobile gaming, I think,
is
is a little bit easier to. I mean, they could just do an app. Look at
They
the
could do a
Flappy
Flappy Bird, yeah.
there you go.
A Flappy Bird?
Flappy
They could
Bird.
do
I
like
thought
a
you said
Flappy
Floppy Bird.
Fallout
They can make
Bird.
a Floppy Bird.
A
They can
flop-
make a Floppy Bird.
They can make a floppy
Flop.
disk.
Bing.
Is that a thing? No.
No, that's not a thing
No.
anymore. Keep going,
All right.
Jose.
I got sad news for me. I was sad when I heard this. So we're gonna go into the Sony side of things. Homeboy Miles over here gave me the news about a lead director and writer for Uncharted left.
Oh, yeah.
Did you read the story about it?
Yes, and then I read a couple things. Her name was Amy. Oh, dang it, I can't remember the last name. I'm sorry, you guys, but she was.
I'll find it for you.
Okay.
Keep
She
talking.
was basically, from the report that IGN gave to us, she was forcibly, this is what their sources said, forced out.
That's what they said. Forced out. What the heck does that mean? And that was Neil that said that, right?
No. That was their sources. It wasn't Neil Druckmann.
Oh, okay.
It
I
was.
thought it
It said that. It said that Neil Druckmann and the other guy,
David is or no? Brian.
Something.
I don't remember.
Her name's Amy Henning.
Amy
Henning.
Amy Henning. That's it.
Amy Henning was forcibly kicked out, basically,
She got
from
Writer
Naughty
of
Dog.
the Year last year too. I heard.
Yeah, she was good.
Well, why would you do that to somebody who's that
She
great?
made 1, 2, and 3. The writing for Uncharted.
I thought the writing. Yes, that's right.
Which is, people don't realize. I mean, that's the story. I mean, that's the script. I
they're
mean,
saying
it's
that-
kind of a big deal.
They're saying that Neil and Bruce were the ones that supposedly forced her out.
Yes, and then we
And
had.
we don't know.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It was rumor. It was rumor, but that's what. Yeah.
Yes, we had some sort of clarification that came out throughout the days. A representative for Sony, and then later the president and I think the CEO of Naughty Dog said that, quote, that people change, companies change, and this is just part of a change that needed to happen, and that then the director, not the director, one of the big people in Naughty Dog said that Neil Druckmann and Bruce weren't the main reason why she left.
But I heard that Neil and Bruce were going to get on the project for Uncharted 4.
Yes.
So this is
That
gonna be-
That confirms they're not working on The Last of Us right now. Not that it will go away.
And
But
yeah,
I don't
that's
see. I
something
don't see.
I wanna
I
talk
don't
about
see.
later.
I don't see a separate studio going into
Yes.
The Last of Us. It needs to be Neil and Bruce. Period.
And they also said
Yeah.
that they weren't working on The Last of Us 2.
They did confirm that. They're like, it's not out of our thought or range of
Yes.
what we want to do in the future. It's just right now we're focused on Uncharted.
Mhm.
And they
Which
said
is
that,
fine,
and
but-
they said that her leaving is not going to affect
Affect
Uncharted at all.
on the PS.
It's
Unless-
gonna-
maybe the script's already been written.
Yep.
Written.
I mean,
Maybe she wrote it on. They're like, okay, you're done. Bye.
Yeah, thanks for that. Bye.
Dude,
God.
some people are like that. Some business people are like, you know what? You did your job, and now we don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not going to make
That's
another
They
Uncharted
got
after
Troy
that.
Baker. They don't need anyone else.
I don't think
Oh
he
my
writes.
gosh.
Troy Baker.
But I mean, this sucks. But she would definitely be a good pick for almost any other studio to pick.
She
pick
should
her
write
up.
a Halo. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
They did a little trade up. That's what happened.
Or Tomb Raider. Go to Square Enix and
She-
write a
yeah,
good,
that-
good Tomb Raider
that would
script.
be a-
That would be awesome. That's
Square-
where I think she'd fit the best.
Square Enix is not that good though.
They need to get better, but that Amy on there, they could
Yes.
maybe do good.
So I mean,
Was
that
that a
sucks.
fake laugh there, David?
No, that was
It's like
a
I'm
real-
going to sneak in and
No.
go, ha ha, and then go back to my computer.
So with that, we wish her the best, whatever she ends
Yeah.
up, and hopefully
Whatever she does will be good.
Yes.
She's talented. There's
she's
no
definitely
way
talented.
that people are not giving her offers for jobs.
Yeah, she would be.
Oh,
a really
I bet
good-
people are. I don't think she's looking. I think people are looking for her.
Yes.
I don't think she needs to apply.
And-
She's getting written letters. Please come here. Who got the biggest?
Disney. Disney's
12
gonna
million,
contact her.
30 million. 30 million it is.
Disney wants her. In unrelated news, President and CEO of Sony Computer Entertainment of America, Jack Tran, decided to step out.
I love that dude.
I loved him,
I mean,
too.
he's kind of a dick, but he's a good dick.
Did any of you see that happening,
Oh,
like
pun
coming?
No, not at all.
I read that, like, wait, I thought that he was like, it was going good, and he just
yeah.
I mean, he was the PlayStation. I mean, he was
the PlayStation.
the PlayStation spokesperson for America. I mean,
Yeah.
he was our Shihei. I mean,
Shuhei?
Shihei. Sorry, sorry.
Well, Shuhei's in
Wow.
charge of the Worldwide Studios.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but
I know what you
now
mean,
he's in
though.
charge of North America too. Now I heard.
Shuhei?
Yeah, I heard he's in charge of the North American region now.
Really? Because it was
Not like a spokesperson, but
Okay,
he was
okay.
in charge of it, like the overseer.
do we know why he stepped down though?
no.
No,
No,
I-
he
so-
just
no,
released.
he just-
Maybe it's just personal
He
reasons.
said basically that he's excited to see the next chapter in his life, and that he was glad to have helped the PlayStation Nation go through all of this, and that. And he didn't say if he's going to continue in Sony, which I think he will. He'll probably get like a different position in Sony. And so he left, and I was like, no, dang it, because that moment at the E3 last year,
Oh, jeez.
that's going to go down in history for being one of the best moments at E3. After the whole fiasco of the
That E3
$600
that was
PS3.
that was a dropping of a mic.
Oh, yeah.
that was just bad. Like I was encouraged in Xbox. I'm like, PS4, because I've always been more the Xbox guy. I'm like, I care more about the Halos and the controller. And then PS4 comes out, and it's just like the controller looks interesting. Has some nice features. It looks really fast. It's really powerful. oh, $400 cheaper. No, I don't have to play online. And he just drops the mic.
It was
I'm
just
like,
so good.
well.
I remember I was like sitting there.
Own that. I gotta give it to you.
I told David and Diego, I'm like, I'm not gonna buy a PS4 if they do that crap, because at that moment, Xbox didn't back down on their whole thing about the used games and all that.
Oh, that was so stupid.
Was that not stupid? Oh, and the online checks. No, nobody forget about the online checks. 24
and
hours,
we will
always
not stop,
update.
and PlayStation will not stop working if you don't check in online.
They said that too,
Yeah.
and it's just like, oh,
I was like,
damn.
what?
And then if you look at the video, there was a dude with like a championship, like a WWE belt. He's like,
That was Jose there. He was there.
It was just an epic Easter egg.
yes, it was good. I mean, so with that sucks. They did announce the guy that's gonna be replacing him.
Oh yeah.
And he's been like president of the Sony's computer network relations, something like that.
Did you see IGN's video of Greg Miller trying to go for presidency of Sony?
yes.
I recommend you guys watch that. It's pretty
I
funny.
recommend he does not become president.
Actually, I would love Greg
He'd
Miller
be
being
fun.
a president. That'd be awesome.
Because he would straight up come be like,
He would
man, we
straight
effed this one up.
This is what you guys got to do, and I'd be like, I support him all the way.
One of the things that he would say,
No.
that he said to,
No,
he's like,
legit.
I would go and personally murder anybody that was working on The Last Guardian. We don't want to hear about that game anymore. It's been a sore ass to
You guys that fell this, I will kill all of
Wait,
them
is that the
for
one
you.
that they revealed
a while ago.
a while ago that
With
was
the dog
like,
with
really
the wings?
cool? And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that looks good.
Yep.
Nothing, never since.
Never saw it
Nothing.
again.
I remember.
It's still in development, but nothing. So, I mean,
Oh no! And he said the first thing you would do is let people change their names. So I vote for him already.
oh yeah. What was the last thing?
Comes back months later.
The
Oh,
last,
we can't do that.
The last thing that he left in the comments is like, and I would go get Kevin Butler back and kidnap him.
Yes.
So, I mean, we have, Jack Tran, that's going to be a loss because he was actually really,
He's a cool dude.
he was an interesting character.
do you think it was more personal reasons than business
I'm
ones?
betting.
I think it was both. But I think that for him, he'd been through the PS3 when it was not doing good. So it's a good thing for him, at least,
I think he needs that break.
Yeah, like he left one PS4. At least right now, it's like soaring. They're doing good. So he's like, well,
It's over 6 million now, right? Worldwide?
6 million. Yeah.
Over, yeah.
So now he could be like, I stick through it and look at what PlayStation is at least right now.
He's like the Major Nelson of PlayStation.
In a
I mean,
sense,
it's kind
yeah.
of a big deal.
He's gonna leave it on. He's gonna leave on the top.
Yeah.
But he's cooler than that, though.
I like them both. They're both good guys. I mean,
Yeah, Major Nelson's more of
Marty Nelson's
relations-
more community
Yeah,
more
yeah,
than
yeah.
He's like he
business.
gives you up to date stuff.
Yeah, he's more community
Yeah.
than business.
I like both of them.
I do too. They're both cool
He's
dudes.
cool.
I like
Yeah.
them both.
Follow them on Twitter.
It's just like Gabe.
follow
Gabe
the
Newell
fake
being
Casarai CEO of PlayStation on Twitter. That guy is funny. That guy is freaking hilarious. All right. So with that, let's go into the Nintendo.
Well, hey, while we're on PlayStation,
Yo.
do you actually want to go to the Last of Us movie, or is that a topic at the end?
That's topic for the end.
That's a topic
Yeah.
for the week.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that
Main
later.
topics.
Erase that. So let's go to Platinum Games. David, what did they say about Bayonetta 2? Since you're the Nintendo representative without the Wii U.
I gotta make a
so I
rant,
have
too,
I have
after
the
this.
direct quote in here. So I'm pretty sure for most of you, like I don't know how many of you played Bayonetta, but I played and it
I did.
was really fun.
Yeah.
You did.
And
Who all
then-
played it? I'm just curious. Sorry.
And
I played a
so
little bit.
I think we all played it.
Okay.
And so when I found out, when a lot of people found out that was a Wii U exclusive, they're way pissed. They're like, I thought I was gonna play this on my PS3, my 360,
I wanted
And
the
the
next gen.
next gen. I thought I was gonna play my Xbox One, PS4,
Next gen.
and
Bayonetta.
a lot of people was giving them crap Platinum Games like for just doing exclusive for Wii U. And then so one of the directors, let me see what his name is.
Fill some time. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, so the producer JP Kellums came out with this with this quote. So it says so this is a direct quote saying, without getting into some stuff that is both business and confidential, the simple question I'd like to ask you is, do you want to play Bayonetta 2? Bayonetta 2 would not exist without Nintendo while white knighting that project.
Yes.
So while I totally understand that people want to play it on the platform that they played it on previously, we really wanted to make Bayonetta 2.
Nobody wants to play it on PlayStation 3 again.
No, and he goes on to say this.
I didn't finish it at all because it was on PlayStation 3.
It was so bad.
He goes on to say, I spent a lot of time on Twitter seeing people get really angry, quote saying, "Why isn't it on PS3 and 360?" Right? So kind of the way it went was, why do we have to buy a Wii U for one game? Why is it on PS3 or 360? When the new ones came out, why is it on PS4 and Xbox One?
Agreed.
And he says, so then it's not about buying a piece of hardware, it's just that you didn't want it on the Wii U. And that's cool. I mean, maybe the system's not for you, or maybe the platform isn't what you want to play the game on, but we really want to make Bayonetta 2, and we think it's going to be a fun game, and the people who do play it are going to really enjoy it. I think that we made the right decision to make sure that the game survived. I mean, I'd rather be in a world with Bayonetta 2 than without. So, like, with this quoting, it seems to me that maybe they weren't receiving funds or something went wrong. That Nintendo was like, we will give you the funds, make it exclusive to Wii U.
Exactly I don't think they made enough money, and Nintendo gave them a big cut to make it exclusive. I guarantee it was money decision.
The publisher wasn't going to...
That's a cash-out answer.
And it's just like, why is it on 360 on PS3? Did a lot of people buy it on that game? Obviously not, or something.
It's all pretty good, but the problem here is that it didn't sell well enough for the publisher to get a second greenlit, and then Nintendo saw that, so like, hey, why don't you come with us? We'll pay for the game. We'll give you X cut for development over here, and just port over here. And they sound like, also, even though this is a cop out, they sounded like they wanted to make Bayonetta 2 because they felt that they could do a better game, so they decided to go with it and actually do what they want to do.
And like I said, most people may not buy Bayonetta 2, buy a Wii U for Bayonetta 2, but around the time that's going to come out, Smash is going to be out. And a lot of people are going to buy Smash they're going to buy Wii U just for Smash. And since you already bought the Wii U and you didn't think you were going to buy it anyway, like, might as well pick Bayonetta 2. I mean, it's a win-win, I think, for Nintendo.
It's a nice game to at least have for people to play, I think. But I don't know. I mean, I have a feeling that if it sells good enough, we'll see a Ninja Gaiden 3 series thing. It'll come out on Wii U and maybe give it a year or something. It'll be one of those kind of last games that comes out for 360 or PS3.
Yeah, we just have to see.
Because Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor Sword, it came out, like a year later.
Didn't have
they had a re-release as well on the current gen.
The Strider one?
No. There's a new Ninja Gaiden. Yaiba?
Oh, I'm not talking about that one. So, Ninja Gaiden 3, they had that one, and then they had the one on the Wii U, which is a remake, but more rated R.
Which was the better version.
People got mad that wasn't on PS3, so they did a rehash of the Wii U and put...
I think though
Kasumi in it,
which I want to play.
I heard that one was good.
Yeah,
I wonder if Nintendo's going to be publishing it, because if that
they are publishing it,
then it's going to be a while.
It will be a while because Nintendo's hard with that.
Yeah.
Okay, when you guys are done talking about this, I just got to make a rant about this game. By the way,
Bayonetta?
Yeah.
And go for it.
Go now?
Yeah.
About your whole mom thing?
It is. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Let it go.
No.
30 seconds to Bayonetta.
Okay, 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
The first Bayonetta was awesome, okay? It was amazing, and she was super sexy, and then this new one they make her she's just aged 20 years, cut her hair, had 8 children, and just looks like an old mom. And people disagree, and then other people do agree. But for me, I don't like how she looks, and I'll probably not play it because I cannot stand how she looks. I'm just not going to play the game. I enjoyed the first one, but the second one I'm not going to buy it just because of how she looks. Unless they give me a DLC for it, I'm not playing it.
What if it's great gameplay?
I'm not playing it. I can't stand looking at her.
The whole DMC debate.
That's not a DMC debate. It's the same chick. It's just
it's the same. He's Dante.
I don't want. Yeah, but I don't want to play Dante as a 90-year-old man either. I
don't think you want to play Dante as a hipster either.
I did like it though.
I'm just saying, Jose's side. I know what
I liked how he looked though.
Yeah.
The hipster version.
All the points that Miles ever did are falling down.
Not really. I liked how Dante looked in the remake. I liked how he looked. I liked the universe and these stories. I liked it.
See, that's you. I like how she looks. I don't care.
You're saying you would totally tap that.
Yeah. No, she's a video game character.
Oh God.
If she would. Don't tell me you had some nasty thoughts about Cortana.
Anyways,
we keep this under wraps, okay?
On to a trailer we saw earlier this week. Jose, what are your thoughts on this?
That was the Batman trailer?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Batman trailer just got announced.
Yeah.
Oh, we saw it.
Yes.
Was that not so cool?
That was cool.
Animation is flawless.
This is gonna.
And Diego, it is all CGI.
Yes.
It's not gameplay.
That's bummer.
It's not in-game engine.
But also, you got to remember that this just happened. That it's only going to be for current and PC. It's not going to be for the 360 or
I'm
PlayStation 3.
Happy about
Wii U.
that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's time to move on. It's been 8 years of these consoles.
I was thinking that they would get it on the Wii U because they got that exclusive, Arkham Origins one.
Sorry, that was a laugh to Wii U.
Armor Edition or whatever.
Yeah, and I was like,
no.
It's like maybe they would have gone on it.
Nah, I'm glad they're doing just next-gen hardware.
I thought you were going to say, I'm glad it's not coming to Wii U.
I am glad it would freaking downgrade the current gen. I mean, see how much more open map we can get and all the loading times, that would not work good on the current gen.
They say that this is going to be 5 times bigger than Arkham City.
Yeah, because the Batmobile. You got to drive the Batmobile.
They're
Pro
making the
show.
streets wider so you could actually drive the Batmobile
Dude,
around.
that
and all
Batmobile looks sick. What do you
sick.
guys think of that?
I thought that was cool.
It looks sick.
Oh,
It does remind me of the ones that they did in The Dark Knight.
Mhm.
And the old series.
Well, Yeah, The Dark
but
Knight,
I
for
like,
sure.
but I like the original one that they had. You know,
Like-
from the
like the
cartoons,
Tim Burton?
from the
Right.
Tim Burton one.
Tim Burton one's the best.
That one's sick.
Michael Keaton.
Like I
Oh,
I
awesome.
like the new one because it can do lots of other stuff. But the Batmobile, to me, in my mind, would always be the one from Tim Burton, the one from the
I
cartoons.
agree.
The long one.
Not
sleek-
not
Yeah,
the
it's
original.
cool.
I don't.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
like the old '60s one.
The
or whatever,
Wienermobile.
Batman.
I'm doing the Batusi over here. But I mean, I'm excited. Rocksteady said that this is gonna be the last of their trilogy.
And it's a sequel.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is after the spoilers. Joker dies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I already knew that. I saw that.
But
video.
don't
That was
worry,
crazy.
Troy Baker is gonna be back in the game.
Yes.
Most likely playing
There'll be some-
Two-Face.
Yeah, because I was gonna say this. They
He plays
already
Two-Face.
Wait.
They
Not
already.
Troy Baker
Yeah.
doing all the characters
And,
you
I was
love.
gonna say they already confirmed. I mean, everyone should have known. They already confirmed. Like, yeah, the Joker's not gonna be in the third one.
There'll be
Like,
some cameos.
obviously.
I think the Scarecrow's
Yeah.
the main actor, so I'm sure there'll be some
Oh,
psychedelics
you
where
see
the
Harley
Joker will
Quinn,
be
too.
back.
Nolan North is Penguin.
Yeah,
Oh, that
and
was
he does
cool.
that so awesome.
Yeah, he's
it's
gonna be
Nolan
sick.
North. I mean, it's Nolan North.
So we're excited for the Arkham Knight is what it's
Yeah.
gonna be calling.
I didn't like how they did
Kate.
Harley Quinn, how she changed her look. I didn't like that
Well,
because
the
the
Joker's
original
not
was
here
more
anymore.
respect,
Mhm.
but it was more respect to how she's supposed to look. In this new version, it didn't look like
Does
Harley
she look
Quinn
like a
except for
mother?
the makeup.
Has
It
8
looked,
kids.
no, but she looks like she's like a follower of Harley
Yes.
Quinn. She didn't look like
The real-
Harley Quinn. Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Well, it might
Well,
be something
this is
different.
Not the final.
The eyes were more like
She looked more real in a sense to me.
real in a way, but I don't know.
Photorealistic at least.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's just CGI trailers, not
Yeah.
in game. And maybe there's a reason to why they changed her outfit because of the Joker
I'm
dying.
just actually saying her eyes, like her actual
Like he
face
said, like
is like different.
the look of her.
Sharper.
The
No,
overall
no,
look
but
of
I
her.
mean like the cheeks, like
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
The facial
It's
structure.
design.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like
I
they
know
got
what you're
it's like
saying
they
now.
got a different actress to do like the
mocap.
The mocap.
If that's
And
how
I
they
just
do
didn't
it.
Might
like
have.
it. That's all.
But I mean, that's a good thing that they're trying to do this. I think we're getting to that point where some developers are going to start doing just for next gen, and others are going to still trying to do for
Yeah.
current and next gen. So hopefully we keep seeing more people do this. But I'm excited.
I hope
I'm excited.
Rocksteady does a Spider-Man game. That would be sick.
Both consoles from this and next and past gen. Don't they? The game for like
Play the physics, like although the physics was good, the interaction with like the enemies, it felt like a current gen with like a next gen skin over it.
okay.
If that makes sense.
So
There's
is
a
that
bit
how the
mapping.
PS4 and Xbox their games?
It's
right
like
now?
Assassin's Creed, even though it
Mhm.
was so awesome and pretty looking, it still felt like something that was on last gen, just
Yeah.
pretty. You know,
Okay.
something like Killzone, for
It's a fresh
example.
new coat of paint.
How Killzone played was not something I could see on a PS3.
No.
No.
Okay, that's
If that
cool.
makes sense.
That was curious. Yeah.
Yeah,
Still
so
didn't like the
I
game,
think
but
it's
yeah.
good to make an exclusive to next gen hardware and PC because
Because you can do more with it.
yes.
And little by little, the nails are put into the coffin of the Wii U.
No.
Well, speaking of the Wii U, we forgot about the retro. David,
Yeah.
tell us about the retro.
what?
So Retro Studios
There you
said that they'll be
Oh.
lucky that if they do another Metroid game, and I was like, what? It's like so the first game they made was Metroid Prime. That was
Mhm.
on the GameCube. But that's
That's
and
a
a
good
lot of
franchise.
people, a lot of people's opinions. That's like top 5 games that came out on the GameCube, because it was the first one to go to 3D. It was the first one to do like a sort of first person
Yes.
shooter, but it was like unique in its own right because it also had like some of the
Was the last one that came out on the Wii, right?
No, all three came out on the GameCube.
Other M came out on the
Really?
GameCube.
No,
no.
Other
all
M didn't,
three.
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Metroid Prime
Primes.
1, 2,
yeah,
and
2 and
Echoes.
3. Yeah,
Then
Yeah,
did
it's
they-
that trilogy.
Did they release it on the Wii U?
The other M,
No.
no.
I remember
the other
playing
M
it
was
on
on
Other
Wii
M
Wii
was
U, and it
Wii.
was another M.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The
Other
other
M was
M.
on the Wii.
I know,
exclusive.
but there was
Metroid
another
Primes.
one that I played on the Wii that was definitely a first-person shooter. Metroid.
Metroid Echoes Prime.
No,
No.
he's talking about
I did
gosh.
definitely.
What is that called?
remember
No, you
playing.
did. I just can't remember the name of it. It was really wonky with the controls though.
Yes.
What was that called?
I don't
I played
know.
it too.
Metroid Prime
I
Wii.
returned it to, though. I couldn't.
But
stand it,
I mean, this kind of says that they would like to hope to do another Metroid game, but
Maybe
it's
they
all
don't have
on,
the green light.
yeah,
See,
it's
I'm
all on
hoping that they're
Nintendo.
trolling us, and
And
they're
they
like,
probably
"Oh, we
are.
actually are doing it, but we're just saying we'll be lucky,"
Mhm.
or it's trying to say to Nintendo, "Hint, hint, we need funds."
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
green
Metroid Prime 3. That's why I thought it's corruption.
Metro. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Metro Prime
Echoes?
Corruption
Yeah.
is when you have like the dark Samus. Yeah, I remember playing that
Yep.
one.
Yeah.
See, and this is the thing that they said. They said, they still have a lot of people left from the Metroid Prime series, and they said if the fans keep asking, then maybe we'll answer.
Of course, they're gonna keep asking. It's Metroid.
It's Nintendo.
Nintendo are douches. unfortunately.
Nintendo can't because Metroid is one of their biggest IPs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
That Zelda, it's like their other Zelda. I mean,
it'd be stupid for
sells.
them to not fund Retro Studios, or at least find another studio to
Well,
make the game.
What are they working on now?
Retro?
Retro just barely came out with Donkey Kong
No. DLC?
So what are they working on now?
and the DLC. I don't know.
I don't think they're doing DLC at all.
I hope not.
I mean,
It's only
hopefully.
that game,
Super
though.
hard.
Super hard mode. Oh,
Dude, I
fuck.
played the demo at a GameStop kiosk.
It's hard.
I
huh?
wasted 4 lives in the first level.
Exactly. See?
We
Kong
died
Through
King.
this
eight,
damn game.
Honking,
eight
yeah.
lives. We didn't even get.
I said
get
4,
halfway
jerk.
through.
4.
Yeah.
We got halfway and
you,
we stopped.
guys need me. I'm the master.
At Donkey Kong.
Is
Yeah.
he?
I doubt
is Jose
that.
talking? I didn't hear him talking. You guys-
I'm the master.
Yeah,
I'm the
know.
master.
I don't understand.
Mute him,
your
Diego.
accent.
Mute him. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we get another Major. That was another good. Miles. Let's go down the Xbox route. Mr.
I
Xbox
wanna go down the
himself.
Xbox route.
Oh, dang it. All right, we're
All
throwing
right,
that
I'm
piece of...
kid- all right, go on. Go on. Is it Halo news?
No.
No, I don't wanna-
there's no... Okay.
No, you just go ahead.
Well, there's the March update. We're coming in
Oh yeah.
for preparing for something very...
yeah.
Did you know what was going to happen?
I know it's most likely not on my Xbox because even though I have the power saving mode to allow updates, it's never worked since I got it.
Really?
No, the console doesn't work. I hate the console right now. Sorry, Xbox fans. I am an Xbox fan, but man, that one is just not doing it for me.
Does not sound like a fan to me.
I have
He's
faith
a
in
true
him.
fan.
I have a faith in him.
He's a
It's
true
just
fan.
I don't want to
He's a
turn it
true
on.
fan. Yeah, he's not a fanboy. He's a true fan.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's not Jose. Okay.
I
So-
still read up on the news and the
When did I ever
games.
said
It's
it was
just
good?
it doesn't work right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I have a list. There's like 15 things that are gonna
Give
be
us
changed in the update.
your favorite ones.
My favorite one?
That means not
Oh, because
those
I play it
15.
all the time.
No, well, what do you like from the updates?
From what you've read.
Yeah.
From what I read, I know that
Oh.
Miles has always complained about the friends list and the party chat.
So bad.
So the party chat will be on by default, and
Yes.
you get
Yes.
your friends list faster.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
volume up down adjustments are changed.
Yes.
So instead of doing Xbox, volume up, it just goes blink. And it's now there's more adjustments to say how much you want to.
They made it more of a grid system too. Like there's a video that they've posted now of IGN did a really good
Mhm.
one actually, where they walked just through it, and you can see your friends on the left side, and you could just immediately go to like the ones you're following. Or you can change it to where it only shows the ones that are online,
It's
and it's
easier.
very simple. And then you click their name, and it doesn't go to this side weird retro screen. It just takes you to a prompt, like you can press star and just add to party,
Yeah.
or invite to party, or remove. It's just like all right there.
And then you could change it
makes sense.
too from right there. You can make it so that you could talk to them as a party, or you could talk to the game.
Yeah, and you can
Yeah.
actually get a party now that
Mhm.
will actually like make sense. It looked really good.
So it looks good.
And then like the Twitch TV
Oh, yeah,
live
that's
streaming
being
support is
added
going
on-
to come in. And
How much you guys want to expect that this will not work good on day one?
Dude,
I don't have faith.
this
in
is
it.
they should be.
It's-
I'm hoping because it's
It should
coming out
work.
March 11th. It's coming out at the same
But
time.
we
as
live in the
Titanfall.
real world.
I know,
David.
but
Shut up.
it should work because it's Twitch themselves developing the
But it's an app on the Xbox One. I'm
Again,
sorry. I
we're
just don't have
saying-
faith.
Diego. Cheer
Diego's
up,
not
it's
even
gonna
saying
work.
anything.
What a dick.
He's like, I got to spend $500 on Tuesday for Titanfall. And this thing just sounds like a
In
piece
un-
of trash.
In unrelated news, David and Diego, when is the Guzman stable gonna get the Xbox One?
Tuesday.
That's what I just barely said.
Yeah,
You
we
don't
just
listen to
told
me.
you. Listen.
Don't tell him the listeners aren't listening.
No, I just barely said it.
Shh, don't tell him. Mute him, Diego.
Hit him with the hip hop ads.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
yeah. So there's a bunch of good stuff. Definitely. Oh, the controller as well. The sensitivity.
Oh yeah, they tweaked the controller inside the update.
Yeah, to
And
be
the update's out now. I haven't actually played with it because that thing's not getting turned on until Tuesday. But it's supposed to be up. So if you're playing like Call of Duty and stuff, it should be a little bit better to play, or Battlefield and stuff like
You
that.
shouldn't
So-
be playing Call of Duty now.
Nah, you should never.
No,
You
no,
should
no.
be getting ready for Titanfall
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
ready for it to
that's
drop
why.
on Tuesday.
by not playing Call of Duty.
Yeah. So anyway, no, the update's supposed to be a lot better. You can actually see the storage base now, which is
Mhm.
nice. That was a previous update, and the battery life, which those little things. Why the hell were they not in there?
I don't know. They probably were
It's
just rushing
one of
everything.
those. It has to be one of those things that people don't even realize, and they're like, "Oh crap, we forgot about that."
Well, it's just everything worked in the 360. I don't. Anyway, they'll fix it. I have faith that Xbox will fix it. Just right now, it feels like
Xbox has
they're-
always had stuff problems at launch. Like they had the whole
That's
Red
true.
Ring of
That's
Death on the Xbox 360. That was a huge thing.
That
A
was
lot of
like
defaulty
launch.
ones.
That was a couple months after.
There was
launch,
stuff at launch though too that were really bad. I can't remember what it was though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that
you got a
sucks.
point. I have faith. I have faith in Microsoft fixing these issues. There's no concern.
Just give it a year.
They said their next big update is actually the external storage, that's awesome.
Let's
PS4 needs to do that.
Let's tweet Major Nelson right now.
All right.
Major Nelson, fix it
It's done.
Do you guys want to talk more about Titanfall and what's upcoming
at
on that?
Chibi No Podcast.
Like, Jose, did you want to talk about that? The Titanfall
the
updates?
Titans. The Titans.
No,
The Titanfalls.
Oh, the burn cards. Did you see that?
You,
Okay,
you
so
don't
I
even
know
know.
what I know what I'm going for.
I know what
I'm
I'm going
about.
for. Diego's the one that told me this. Titanfall gets a season pass.
Yes.
Thank you, David.
That was
Even
cool.
though
I was
recently they're
surprised.
like, well, we're not gonna do a season. We might do it.
You
Okay,
will
we
sa-
are gonna do a
You
season.
will save
pass.
a whole $5 up front. Wow.
So there's gonna be free DLC as well, though. They haven't specified.
no
as to what.
microtransactions.
No
You're not going to
microtransaction.
be paying for special guns or special scopes or special character skins. You're
That's
not
cool.
going to pay for that crap.
That's cool.
I'm
Thank
happy.
goodness for that. What were you going to say about the burn cards, Diego? I'm
The
curious.
burn cards is kind of like
I mean, I know
Like,
what
kinda
the
like
burn
a
cards
perk.
are, but what'd you hear that's cool about it?
just what you can use with like I just seen some of the stuff, but I don't know like the actual
Because the beta had burn cards in them.
but I didn't use them.
Oh, you didn't? So what you could do is really cool is if you did a good enough, you get points, you can buy them on these cards, and you can only
Yeah.
use them once in game. So like one I got was really cool where the my main guy, it was an anti-Titan gun, and it was a machine gun, but it showed out tons of the powerful rockets, and I destroyed one in like one clip.
Oh,
Yay!
this is like a perk, but
Yeah,
like
it's a perk.
like a
Oh,
one-time perk.
Yeah.
I was gonna
That's
say
cool.
this is like the
Get, like,
Uncharted
more-
kickbacks.
You get like faster regeneration or more clip in your ammo or 20% extra damage. So there's some cool perks, but you can only use it once per match. So, and then
So
it goes
you
away,
like
and then you
that.
have to rebuy it. So
Oh, rebuy. No.
Is it like
You know what
point
would be
systems
cool?
or
It's
money?
like a
I
point system.
Hopefully
That's
you could
cool.
do
It's not
this.
bad.
Like if
Can
you
you
see
build-
the enemy Titan falling down, you could just rocket launch it out and kill it like in the
no,
air.
because it has it has a shield on it before.
Yeah,
and you
that was
can't.
so
and you
cool,
can
though.
only.
That would
And,
be-
yeah, and then you have. There's like
Take 'em out.
a big like wait if you get to the time before the person does. Right? How long is the wait? I can't
It
remember.
depends. So the standard at 30 seconds, but you can get a perk that gives you 1 whole minute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
that's
while we're on the topic, and we're talking about these things, I want to just mention the coolest moment in Titanfall I've had so far. I had it where I needed a Titan, and this guy's running around in a Titan fighting, and he's in the area I'm at, so I look down and I press it right where he's fighting at. He never moves. He just stands there and keeps shooting people, and then he strays for a second. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to get him. Titan falls. He strays back where I I landed my Titan. The Titan comes down and smashes
Yeah, I've
into his
seen videos like
Titan
that. That's
and
tight.
blowed it up.
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah, I was like, man, if this is full
wanna
retail,
look at
give
my
me an
achievements.
achievement for
Oh.
that.
Because like Reach,
Yeah.
like on the game Reach, where if you jump off of the cliff and you land on an elite and assassinate him, that's an achievement too.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, and if you can do that for Titanfall, that'll be tight too.
My cousin played in one match. He died 3 times by Titan falling on him.
Wow.
And he's just like, I hate this game.
I don't think that ever happened to me
He's
once.
camping.
I
man.
think my favorite.
Oh,
thing,
it was hilarious.
my favorite thing when we played
He's
was when
camping.
I think in one match I took down 3 Titans. I was like, I
Oh,
felt
I
so.
remember that. You're just like,
I
whoa,
was like,
3
"Yeah,
Titans.
woo!
You were
Look at me now.
And you weren't in a Titan. You were just piloting.
No, I
thought.
was just yeah. That was like, oh man.
The one thing I do want to do is
Ooh.
the one thing I do want to do is be in the Titan and take out the guy from the Titan that you see in the
Oh
videos.
yeah, punch
Yeah.
him and
Take him out,
Bring
just
him out and throw him.
Yeah, I wanna
wanna
see
try
that.
I've
looks-
done that.
that looks
I don't know
Yeah.
how to do that.
When they're really, really weak, just do a melee. It's when a melee finishes them. So if they have barely any health stuff and you melee them, it'll actually just go inside the cockpit, pull them out, and throw them.
And you kill them like that, right?
Yep, they'll die.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
It's
cool. I
pretty
wanna
cool.
do it.
While we're just finished up on this news, I just want to mention another Titanfall thing. Is they confirmed, this is sad, the player only. I mean, there's no split screen.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, and then the other thing that they released,
Boo.
I'm actually kind of disappointed, but they said they're still pushing for 900p. We'll see. That's actually 5 like multiplayer like matches for 1 level,
Oh,
and then
okay.
also 4 hardpoint style missions for 1 level. And that's all 1 level.
Holy
So it's
cow.
going to take a while to finish the campaign. And they said that full cinematics, full interaction with like the people talking to you in the mech or your comm, and it's a full on story that you play with your friends. Which leads me to, and then they also released there's going to be anti-turrets and like bases and stuff you're going to go in. It actually sounds
Yeah.
like they're doing a really cool single player implementation. And then they also mentioned the big monsters. You're going to be fighting like giant
Yeah,
monsters.
yeah. Did you hear about that?
So there's a lot we do not know, and they will
So it's gonna
not
be like
unwrap anything.
It's gonna
I
be
heard
like the Transformers
No, dude,
trailer,
Pacific
he's gonna
Rim.
be sitting on the freaking dinosaur as a Titan.
Grimlock.
Dude, but I want a Pacific Rim style thing. Like that'd be cool.
No, did you hear about
Both of
some of
us
the
getting
videos of the monsters in Titanfall? Like they'll be out in the air, like when you're playing the game, and if some of them won't do anything to you unless you shoot them, or unless you look at them. If you look at one, it'll start attacking you.
I did not hear about
That's
that.
the only
There's
thing they
lots
said.
of leaks
looked at
coming
me, bro.
out, and we'll
They
find
look
out
crazy,
on Tuesday.
don't they?
But I have a feeling like what we've seen in the beta is nothing. We've played
Oh,
a
it's
couple
gonna
of game types on 2 maps, but we have no idea about story, no idea about these monsters, turrets, bases. Like we have no idea about anything.
This game just looks. This game seems so intense.
Diego, day off?
I have
that day off.
David, day off?
I have the day off.
I won't be able.
Half day.
I won't be
okay,
playing
that's
the game though. I'll be taking care of my mom for the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well, if you guys
afternoon,
can,
I
we
might.
should all get like our TVs together side by side and play together.
Well, we can just bring our Xbox and
Okay.
you have your little TV on your monitor, and then we're good.
Yeah, you guys can do that too. I don't care.
Yay!
And David, you sit in there and watch until they finish the match, and then you
Fudge
join.
that. I'm gonna kick Diego off.
Dude, but we watch each other play. Like the game is enjoyable just to watch. Like
And-
Uncharted,
and
it's
we
just
learn.
you see all these crazy moments, and you're just like, wow, what? This is like watching Battlefield. Like the crazy moments
And
that are
there's
happening quickly.
only
and,
Battlefield.
and you learn quick
Now
from,
it's only
from
a Titanfall.
everyone's match, though. We
Huh?
learn quick from our matches. Like we see how you played, we see how he played, and we learn how
That's
to play
very
better.
true.
I
Very
liked
true.
it.
Titan Slayer.
Anyway, probably enough about Timefall. Sorry, we'll get over this once the game's out. Then you guys won't hear as much about the game
We
anymore.
only got like 3 things left in news anyway.
I think we're almost. The only thing that I could think of is the Transformers one.
There's,
With the
there's
new-
2 more after that.
Okay, what's the
The
Transformers
new
trailer?
Oh wait,
trailer.
what about the Dragon Ball?
Exactly. There's 2
We
more.
don't need to talk
Oh,
about the
you're
Dragon
just-
Balls.
Shut up.
We're talking about the dinosaurs.
Okay, let's talk about the Transformers trailer. What
There you
happened?
go.
I didn't see that.
haven't seen it?
No,
Dinosaurs.
Wait, you haven't seen both or just the
just
new
the
one?
first.
They
ones.
showed a lot of Dinobots.
They
More
show
Dinobots?
they show Optimus Prime fighting Grimlock.
Yeah, because in the other one they showed him riding Grimlock.
Yeah, and this one like this made no sense. Grimlock is huge. Okay, he goes against Optimus Prime. And Optimus Prime gives him a Falcon punch, and he goes.
No, he
The
doesn't give him a
Falcon
fucking punch.
punch?
He gives him a pimp slap.
A pimp?
No,
Because she goes like this, like,
Well,
"Ah."
Either way, it was like
Exactly.
what?
Hold
It
on.
was a backhand.
If you remember, they said that they're trying to connect the fall of Cybertron to
Yes,
the Michael
I
Bay
totally
movie.
forgot about
True, I
that.
forgot.
So and in the game of Fall of Cybertron, Grimlock gets trapped by Soundwave or some one of those guys, and he gets his he loses his IQ and he's kind of stupid. So maybe he doesn't remember Optimus, so he's fighting.
He
him.
seems like straight up beast mode. in
Yeah,
this
Either
one.
way, he gets tamed by Optimus. Either way, or it looks like it.
Grimlock is powerful.
They should have
He's
put
tight.
a wife beater on Optimus
my
Prime.
gosh.
That was a good, like, he slaps him. He's like, bah.
I'm gonna have to watch this
Are you
later.
guys excited for this movie? I just want to ask.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks better
I'm
than
not
any of
gonna.
the other
I
ones.
like the
I
Dinobots.
enjoy the
I'm
Transformers movies. They're
As much as people give him crap, I like Shia LaBeouf. I grew up with some.
But he's not in this
I know,
one.
but I grew up with some
Get
Neiman
that Mark
Stevens. I
Wahlberg.
mean,
Yeah.
people give him crap, but I like that
I
kid.
did,
It's
he
fine.
did good. He did good in his movies.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he was a bad actor. at
Megan
all.
Fox. I mean, she's just good eye candy.
apparently
Whatever about her acting, but
the actress in this one is the
The
same
18-year-old.
actress that was in freaking Avatar, the last Airbender movie.
Yeah, it is.
oh, is that the same? She looked familiar, but they tried to make her look so fake at the same time. But she still looks young to the point where I look at her and I'm like, she's attractive, but she's
You don't
too-
know.
She's, no. She legitimately just turned
Hideyoshi.
19. Which is fine, but it's just I don't know. She
Age
doesn't
style.
have that carry on that Megan Fox or what was the Victoria's Secret model in
Oh,
number 3?
I don't like
Rosie
her.
Huntington.
Well, she was
or
gorgeous.
something.
Yeah,
I thought she was
I
gorgeous.
just they tried to sex appeal her too much.
Mhm.
What are you watching?
And call me Grim.
What
Shot.
you're not?
Oh no.
the deleted scenes. Suffice it to say, at least for me, other than Nathan Drake, I know. Get him out of here.
We're going to the Shia. Okay.
Shia.
Okay, so we have
Dragon
2 more.
Ball?
So Dragon Ball. So there's a band called Good Morning America who is going to be doing the ending of Dragon Ball Z Kai starting April 6th, 5th.
When do we get to hear it? Do we get to hear April 6th, or is that
Yeah,
what
it's
gonna
the
show?
ending.
Well, I thought they were gonna hear a sneak.
No,
Hmm.
I've looked for. Okay, so this is the thing. I try to find their name. I can't find them anywhere. Just type in Good Morning America because all they do is get me Good Morning America, the
Good
show.
Morning America, Japanese
And
band.
then I had to. I typed that. They just still don't get anything. So then I had to get the
Japanese
katakana spelling of it, put it into the internet, and then that's how I got their songs. They're actually pretty good. I like their stuff. I tried to find their stuff on iTunes, can't find it.
No, iTunes it's hard to find Japanese stuff on iTunes.
I was mad. I was like,
I found you can buy it on the actual iTunes Japanese store.
Yes, you do.
how do I get to the Japanese store? I tried to get there.
iTunes.jp.
Damn it.
You're gonna have to wire your firewall most likely to get to it, but
It's ridiculous.
I can't do it either. Yeah.
Yeah, you could get the K-pops, no problem. But
You can actually go into the
Japanese
iTunes
is-
settings too, and I think you can actually set your region.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. As long as you know how to read it, you should be good.
I don't know kanji.
Or I'll just show you how to do other stuff.
Okay, I'll go with the other stuff.
Okay.
Illegal.
What
I was talking about YouTube.
your computer just explodes. I don't know what to do with this anymore.
Talking about YouTube.
Well, oh yeah, that too. Well, like I said, I heard their stuff on YouTube. They're really good.
Okay.
So
Which band is this again?
it's called Good Morning America. You have to spell it though in katakana, or else you won't find it on YouTube.
Can you show me after the podcast?
Yeah.
Because I've been liking that. What was the one that you
One
showed
OK
me?
Rock.
One OK Rock. Those guys are awesome.
That sounds like a freaking radio
It
station.
does. Welcome to One OK Rock.
where we play the best of rock music live now, live
And with
everywhere.
us, we have Good Morning America. All right, so our last piece of news, Jose. You want me to say it?
Sure.
Okay, so it's been official. Twitch will now be the official streaming partner for E3.
Wait, that's the
2014.
last part of the news?
Yes.
We didn't talk about Dragon Ball.
I just told you about Dragon Ball.
That was
Wow.
That's all we needed to talk about. We don't
That's
mention
what happens
Kai.
What's
when
in
you
this
don't
monster?
pay attention.
I want to go back to that topic.
Yeah, that's cool. And then two more quick news. I just barely found out.
Nobody gives a crap about Twitch.
Well, like it makes sense.
Yeah. It's
And
the biggest one. It's the biggest live stream.
Yeah, and since G4 is all gone, it makes sense that they're gonna move everything to Twitch. So I mean, there's not much to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, if anything else, you could go to IGN as well, or any of the other ones, and they'll live stream it as well.
Just don't make it as VGX, man.
Yes,
no more
just no,
VGX.
no.
I'm kind of worried if they can handle it because I mean, oh, gosh,
Live stream?
E3. Well, they
Twitch? Twitch is big, though.
I know, but it's just how many people. I'm still worried about lag because it's like I like people to have the experience with it.
Right.
I don't know, like GameStop for example, or Spot.com. They to me usually have the best E3.
Really?
Yeah, because I've tried like the IGNs and the Kotakus, and they're okay. But the game Spot, I can actually get a full 720p stream without any issues.
Mine was working fine.
Well,
But
I'm just
the
saying
weird
they've
thing
had
about
experience every
IGN
year.
for me
Yeah.
is that I have to retry and something like this page and this page is
Yes,
oh, it's working
too
now.
many
It's like,
people.
oh, all right.
I'm just worried Twitch might have that. I'm
Yeah.
not saying they can't handle it. I'm just saying I hope it goes okay.
As long as they don't have any tournaments on that day,
I
they
mean,
should
it
be
is
fine.
it is like video game like Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
So anyway, yeah, but you have your options there. You have Twitch TV, which will be their
Ustream.
official partner for streaming. Which they'll probably put a lot of money into making sure that there is no lag.
yeah.
GameSpot, Kotaku,
Ustream, Nico
Ustream,
probably is
Nico
going to
Nico.
do.
Unless they fix the PS4 one, I will not be watching on PS4.
I haven't even tried it yet.
Have you not tried Twitch?
No.
It is pretty bad.
Well, the PlayStation 4 one was done by Sony on the
Oh.
PlayStation 4.
Well, I mean, it works, but it's very pixelated. Like even with good
Is it?
quality, yeah, because you're using the other person's host, and then you have thousands of people.
They had that one app on the PlayStation 3 that wasn't that bad.
Oh, there's Twitch, and what's the other one?
There was one that they did themselves, like
Well, there's PlayStation Live.
Live. Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
that's the one that's really bad. Then there's Twitch, and then there's one more.
On the PlayStation side?
Yeah, there's two different companies you can get a Twitch
Ustream?
or
Ustream?
Ustream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking
That's the
of
other
too.
one. Yeah, Twitch
And-
is way better than Ustream.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then just to quickly end the news, there's two more things. There's a Mario Kart Special Edition that's coming out
With the
Mario
blue
Kart
shell?
8.
Oh, with the blue shell.
With the
Is that
blue
one?
shell?
Are you
That
going to
was-
get it?
It's only confirmed in Europe so far, though,
Yeah, you can
They
import
better
it.
put it in America.
for a turtle shell.
Yeah, for a turtle.
No.
Shell.
you have a Cartman thing right there. So.
Yeah, you caught
This
the Cartman
is better than a damn turtle shell.
thing. Hey, the turtle shell takes down number one.
No, it looks like it's on a little.
Don't lie. They could
cylinder
they could have had like somebody in a Mario Kart.
I would rather
True.
have like Mario in an actual cart. Actually,
would-
you know what? Screw that. I'd rather have a Yoshi
Yeah,
in a cart.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this other one is for Jose.
And the blue shell is kind of small though, isn't it? Like from the
I don't
picture, it seemed
know.
like
I
it was
thought it
tiny
looked-
because the box is like that big.
yeah.
It
I thought
fits
it was
a game
bigger.
disc and that's it.
If
Cartman-
listeners
Well,
can't
every-
see,
everything
it's
you
like
wish
an
was
inch.
bigger,
Hopefully, it's
bigger,
not that
but-
much.
Hopefully, we can always hope.
I think this has to go down as Nintendo's probably first collector's edition, right? That I can think
Yeah.
of at least.
Yeah, I
like,
think so.
With a collectible,
You know what'd be cool? I don't know if have they confirmed any new characters for Mario Kart? Because I love a Kirby.
everyone is freaking.
Think
Mario
about
Kart.
Kirby and Mario Kart. That would
No.
be cool.
Look,
But that would be cool.
The Koopas are new characters.
Yeah.
Boring.
Hey,
And
they look cool.
What about a
the-
Ninja Turtle? Excite me.
Okay.
Ninja Turtles not by Nintendo, dude.
So it'd be cool.
It would be.
Anyway, and then this last piece
Put
of news.
Naruto in there.
We just
Is-
had the last piece of
Not
news.
No,
like,
this
oh.
was the last one.
Yeah.
Oh
this
my
one's is for
gosh.
Jose. So
Tell
they're planning, Jose, to make an OVA for Squid Girl.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
And they're
For what?
making an OVA for Kenichi.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. an OVA series, and OVAs. I don't know if they're OVAs or just an OVA for Squid Girl, but they're planning on
I still
it.
haven't finished that
School
series.
Girl?
Squid Girl.
Squid.
That sounds
You gotta
like
quit
that
drinking-
sounds like hentai.
What?
It doesn't.
Until you watch it.
It's a pretty funny show. I need to
watch
finish it. I need to finish
Dang it,
it.
Jose, I thought you'd finish this one at least.
No.
You finished Princess Jellyfish. You get confused
Okay,
with those.
Na.
When I wake up in the morning
Oh my god, I love you guys.
and I wanna make podcast. All right, people. Enough of this.
Into
We're done with the
main
news. Thank you to everyone. Thank you for listening. Peace out. So let's get into the talk about everyone and everyone with the first topic of the week. Is anime, manga, video games / cartoons, comics / any type of fandom only for children? And does watching them or reading them or do anything with them make you any less mature?
Wait, so tell us how you came up with this topic.
Okay.
Because this is the one you picked. I didn't have anything
I
to do
picked
with this one.
So recently we had the Oscars, and in the Oscars they had the animation.
That guy's stupid
Category,
quote
yes.
or whatever.
But this is something that I didn't even continue reading. So basically, there was one of the judges. They didn't say the name who it was. I don't think so. He basically said, "Well, you know what? I stopped watching animation, like cartoons, basically, or movies for kids when I was 6. And my son wanted to go watch it. I left him there, and I went outside and did calls. Now, this is somebody that was a judge, and he declined to give a vote for the category." And this was a category that was with an anime. And then if you look at the other judges that they also have the picture of them, what they said, many of them didn't even see all of the other stuff. They just watched Frozen and gave it to them. But basically the reason I wanted to do this was the way that the guy said it, kind of made me mad. So he's like, well, I'm not going to waste my time basically with watching a kid's movie because it's for kids. I'd rather go outside and make some calls. Because I, quote unquote, outgrown, animation and stuff like that.
Sounds like a friend I know.
But he'll watch Frozen.
Yeah, no, he didn't watch Frozen.
Oh.
He took his kid and left his kid out there, and he walked off and he did like phone calls.
Wow, that's the worst father of the year. God. Everything he says now is completely...
Yeah, I mean, and this kind of sucked, on a little tangent, this kind of sucked for there was an anime that was nominated. Dang it. Was it the Studio Ghibli one? The Wind Rises?
Wind Rises, I think so.
Okay, so basically, the few people that voted was because they only watched Frozen, and that was it. Everybody else well, I didn't see any of the consensus, so I just saw Frozen, and everything is irrelevant. So he just basically just gave it to Frozen. But
I think Cloudy with a Slight Chance of Meatballs 2 was in there as a nominee.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I heard it was good though, so don't get me wrong. But.
Yeah, but so regardless, I wanted to talk about this because this seems to be like the kind of thing nowadays that everybody thinks of in our society, that whether you watch animes or you read comic books or you go to watch animated movies, that you're not mature or that you're like basically like a kid, because we leave those things when we are kids, and when we grow we don't have to watch all that.
I don't remember my mom ever let me watch animes where there's tons of blood and swearing and heads cut off and there's nudity in it and then there's politics stuff, and I don't think I ever watched that when I was a kid.
Well, she wanted you to
But just saying, Mr. Whoever said that.
This is my whole take on it, and this is from personal experience. So a lot of my other friends, they're like the redneck people. What?
My wall is turning blue.
Miles, what did they put in the monsters?
Goddamn wall is blue.
What did they put on the monsters today,
Why
you
do I
guys?
get cut off? It's always me.
Miles, keep your
I'll
mouth.
be quiet now.
Okay, go, David.
You can only have one piece.
Oh,
I see what you did.
Anyway, so a lot of my other friends, you know who you are. I doubt you listen to this podcast, but they're way into hunting. They're way into guns. They're way into like action,
Manly stuff.
the manly stuff, the American, true blood Americans. And the moment that I say something that relates to video games
Yes, I know.
I like
or for
paintballing.
anime,
No.
they just go like nerd. It's like, well, and I'm just like,
What
and
are you
it's
kids
a joke.
doing today?
And but I'm like, but when I think about it, like, so honestly, so stuff that I watch, because it's anime, because it's something that's drawn, you automatically think that it's for kids. Obviously, those people, because you don't know what we watch. There's tons of reality TV shows, especially here in the U.S. Reality TV shows that are stupid. Honestly,
Family Guy. It's cartoons.
No,
It's
no,
supposed
no,
to be
no,
for
no.
kids.
No,
He's talking about
reality
like
shows.
Jersey Girls.
Like
Jersey Shore?
Like,
Oh, yeah,
and
whatever.
the huge popular thing in the U.S. are like like the reality shows, the Jersey Shore, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, The Bachelorette.
That makes me mature.
And
if
I'm
I
just
watch
like,
that.
I'm like, yeah, that's real mature to watch. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I'm gonna learn a lot about
Teen
how
Mom.
a girl that needs to be.
It's obviously
it
for
needs,
kids.
Yeah, it's always for kids. I'm like, but there's that it makes watching.
I've had more sadness
TV
and
show.
emotions from watching anime than I get
Yeah.
from a reality show.
It
You
makes
get a
it makes you
build
have,
up.
it makes you watching live shows like not
Not as good.
as good. Granted, I still love like Breaking Bad. I love The Walking
Yeah.
Dead and all those stuff.
Yeah,
but there are shows that are just as powerful as those ones that are
I
animated.
agree.
And
Death
people-
Note's a very perfect example
Yeah.
of not action but very mature writing
and it was
story.
it was an amazing ride. Like there are twists that you would not see
and
coming.
I wouldn't let a
True.
kid watch that.
Yeah, and then to people to blow it off just because it's animated.
Oh
And like,
my god.
oh, you're not 6 years old.
It's
Grow
like,
up.
well, why are you playing video games at 25 when they're animated? Oh, I don't play video games. I just play Madden. You're an idiot.
I don't believe
It's the
this.
same
I
thing.
play Call of Duty only.
Here's a question that goes
Oh,
along with
okay.
this. Can you grow? When people say I've
Can you
grown out
mature?
of it,
Okay.
what is that? What comes into your mind when you hear that?
You.
You lose interest in it.
Lose interest in it.
It's just-
Society makes you feel that you shouldn't be watching it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a big part. A lot of people want to fit in, and then they're like, "Oh, will you play games? That's for kids." Oh, well, I guess I'm not gonna play games anymore. But I mean,
They want to fit
sometimes like people lose interest, and that's perfectly fine if you lose interest in video game or anime
or whatever, anything.
Yeah, I mean,
anything.
as long as it's your decision. But most of the times, what I see when they're like, I don't watch anime, or I've grown out of anime, or I have outgrown anime, or video games or comic books, is I don't know. Like, it feels to me that they think that they get to a point in their lives where they are too mature to enjoy something that's intended for like younger kids or whatever. They think that they shouldn't enjoy it. Like, that's how I think of people, from at least from the people that I know, that they've told me this thing. So I'm like, you enjoyed it. Like, I talked to you last week and you liked it. So what happened within a week that you're like, oh, I outgrown
They
it?
went to the U and came back.
It's just to me, I think it's just how you grow in, like where you're surrounded by the people. Also,
Yeah.
Like with me, I used to like. I mean, I still do like a lot of screaming music. Hardcore and metalcore
You're
stuff.
good at that too.
I like it, but
He's good. He's
I
good.
like. What's the word? Like it's just different. I want it to be different
Mhm.
and not the same thing, because we're now a lot
Right.
of metal bands and screaming bands. They talk about the same thing. Oh, she hurt me. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
You
myself.
kind of get tired
It's
of
okay.
not evolving.
And then when I listen to like the progressive side of metal with the screaming, they're like, it's not always that. It's something weird. It's like, I'll overcome this, or like, I'm a god and I will do something stupid like that.
I like
it's
innuendos
different.
in my music now, where I didn't before.
Yeah,
Like Paramore, as they grew there, more and more the high
Yeah,
school
but it's
lyrics.
not-
But now the new stuff is like, wow. Like you
Yeah,
have to
it's-
dig deep into her lyrics.
yeah,
to figure out what she's
and
talking
see,
about.
that's why I don't like any. I don't like the new bands. Like like there's this band called Incredible Me, and like Icy Stars, and they're just the same crap.
So
I hate it.
Can
And
I-
I've outgrown that, but I'm still into it. Whereas, like, let's say I've outgrown certain animes. Let's say
Right.
the childish ones, because I'm older now, so I'm going to
Uh-huh.
go into the mature animes. But
So,
I don't
okay,
think I've outgrown.
I think I
all
feel
of
you
it.
now. What are you trying to say is that you like the stuff if it grows with you, like if it doesn't just
Yes.
stay in the same
Yeah,
place,
I have a
which is how
perfect-
I am with rap, because that thing is the same thing that has always been, and that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to rap anymore because it's the same crap.
No more Easy Money. That whatever that
3,
stupid.
6 Mafia.
No. That Easy Money crap. What is that? Who's in there? Like Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne.
Oh, Young
Drake.
Money.
Young Money. That's what it is.
I was like,
They have
Easy Money.
they have destroyed rap,
Yeah,
and
And
whoever
Eminem's still kicking it good.
Eminem's Eminem's
Destroys
doing good.
yeah.
He's keeping it fresh, but people are leaning more towards the Young Money stuff, and it's just like Jose said, they've taken this genre of music to a in a different way that they wanna perceive it as. And me, as a fan of rap, of music, I personally do not
And
like
they
it.
just stay
Therefore-
there.
And they just said, and therefore
It's-
I don't listen to rap
It's like
in general
it's
anymore.
like that, but it's not just rap. It's all styles of music
Everything.
nowadays. With like the metal scene, everybody was being creative and doing stuff. Now everyone's pop electronica with their metal.
I agree,
and
but that's
the
not just metal;
depressive
it's every
that-
genre.
Yeah,
so far.
and then
Yeah,
with hip hop, it used to be about the struggle. Like they rap about the struggle or the overcoming. Now it's like I have money. I don't know what to
Dear
do with my
mama.
money. I can do this.
I have
I
a
got
perfect-
bitches left and right.
I have a perfect example. which
Little
you'll-
Wayne.
I have a perfect example which you'll agree with, Diego. Actually, all you guys will agree with. One of not growing out of, but you still listen to out of respect. Blink-182.
Yeah, but they've grown up with
Yes,
their lyrics.
But a lot of people were like, these are more like the teenage kind of songs. I can go back 25 now. When I was 13, first listened to them, I still want to listen to All the Small Thing or What's My Age
Okay.
Again.
Woo.
But you get what I mean.
Yeah.
But their style has changed so much. They've grown up, which is great. I grew with them. But I still can listen
can
to
go
old style. I
back.
can still
Yeah.
listen to the Les and Jakes, the Green Days, the
Exactly.
the Newfound Glories. I can listen to those, but you grow with them, which is great.
And this is the thing that that pisses me off. And there's people that we know who don't have to mention their name, but that they've thrown it aside completely. They've loved these animes that they've watched before, or anyone
bought
who's like it.
collector's
They've bought
items.
collector's
They
items,
bought the
and they don't
original
watch them at all
soundtracks.
anymore. They're like, I've outgrown them. I can just sell them all. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I don't want to sell them.
And it's just like, but there's no reasons why. Like,
know what's
if you don't
funny?
give me a reason, like
I still have my Pokemon Rare Charizard card holographic still for 15 years. It is in the same case, David, that I had it in when you first
Uh-huh.
saw
How much
it.
is that thing right now? So,
Like $120.
okay,
Ooh,
but see,
dang,
you don't
that's
play
so good,
Pokemon
yeah.
anymore, right?
No, but
No,
I
we
want
still
to. It
we
carries
still have
sentimental
it.
value, and
And-
Pokemon's still badass.
And there's people who say
yeah.
they say I've outgrown this thing, so they want to get rid of it completely, like it was never part of their
Yeah.
lives.
They-
And that's
they see it-
what really irritates. If there's like an honest, like good reason, like that something happened to you and you want to erase that part, you remember because it's something you had a
Bad.
a terrible experience. I understand.
you know who made a really good example of that? Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
With Andy, he didn't want to get rid of Woody. He didn't. But
had
when he
to,
did, he did it respectfully. Like, you looked at it, you had that sentimental value, and he didn't want to give it away. But at the same time, he's like, I have so much good memories. I want to share that with somebody, but I'll never forget those memories.
Yep.
And that's a great example of, like, that's why I hold on to the Charizard card. No, I don't play it, but it's such a great time in my life. I bet you guys still have your VHS of Dragon Ball Z videos.
Is the
We
deal.
have
And
them,
would
yes.
you get rid of them even if they're only worth a penny?
No.
I somewhere in
I'm
my
not getting
house
rid of
there's a
them.
Sega Genesis in here.
We have our dream
Somewhere around
you
here.
better look where somewhere is and
Yeah.
get that out.
I know
Let's
where
play
the
some
GameCube
Sonic
is
the
at.
Hedgehog
We have
2.
our GameCube still.
I know where the
That
GameCube is
doesn't
We
at.
have our
though.
Xbox.
I wish I had my Dreamcast. That was the stupidest thing I've
You know
ever
how much
sold.
those go brand new? $400.
I would pay $400 for one.
Then mine is Super Nintendo's in Bolivia.
I would buy one for
I
$400.
cried when
What was it? But no,
Actually,
but
you can find one at K.
from
FYE.
yeah, but some friends I've noticed is the way they give up their passions of like anime or let's say video games or something. They see it like it's a poison, and I feel like it's because of the influences of people.
Yeah, it's good.
It's the social media.
Yeah, it's because of the world. They see it this as
Discrimination.
a kids. The kids should only enjoy that, and you're grown up. You shouldn't
Then
enjoy
what are you
this.
going to enjoy?
You know what the best part is?
What do you
when
enjoy?
the
The
parent
Jersey
walk,
Shore.
It's the best part is when the parents walk in and then they see the anime you're watching. They're like, "Oh, you're watching that? What the? What are you watching? That guy just like cut off all the heads and the guts are spewing out. Did I just see a nipple?
What happens? What happened to the
Stop with the
Pikachus?
nipples.
Sorry, that was the inside joke.
You know what's
But
funny though? A
I'm
lot
just
of these
saying,
people are
it's-
kind of hypocrite though, because they would say this, but yet I bet you money they will sit there and watch The Lion King again.
Dude, I had to buy that on Blu-ray, and I just
Uh.
watched it a few years ago.
I love
Dude,
it.
it's good.
Amazing in Blu-ray.
And it's
Yeah.
just, and it's like you're gonna give up all this, but you still like
That's one of the
Lion
best
King.
stories I've ever
Yes,
seen
the-
written in animation.
it's classics.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yes.
mean that's classic, but regardless, it is an animated movie.
I like how you
Yep.
said it. That
Yep.
it's part of your life. You shouldn't be ashamed of it. You shouldn't try to get rid of it
Embrace
because it's
it.
part of your. It's part of. In a sense, it helped you become who you are in
Bring
one way or
this
another.
character out.
Think
Yeah.
about Blockbusters when you went to rent those. They weren't in the kids aisle. They were called in the family
Yeah, and
aisle.
I
It
think
was
that's
all
also
ages.
with a lot of people that maybe don't even take the time to be open to it and watch it. They think that it's always like this kid stuff. I mean, Dragon Ball Z, even though we love it, it's more necessarily not, the story's not so deep like a Death Note, but there are those things there. There are those
Yeah.
things. If people look, you will find stuff like that.
Because the edited version was fine, but then when I saw the uncut, it's like, wow, I can see why they didn't show this to kids at 7
Yeah.
years old. Because, I mean, yeah, like Frieza getting cut in half and Goku getting a hole in his stomach and blood comes out of his mouth. I mean, that's not for kids, people.
And
It's
the
not.
no.
and the thing is that anything animated that comes to the U.S. for broadcasting versions, for the most part, is they want to have it towards the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so the whole mindset of America as a whole is anything animated is for kids. And it's just,
A long time ago.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, they have they can portray how anything is broadcast in the U.S. in any way they want. But I think it's that mentality that's given people that mindset of like, oh, because you watch anime, you're stuck in the past. And you need to grow up and start watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Think about Adult Swim, David.
Yeah,
the reason why they made Adult Swim, it's not for kids, people.
And it's because a lot of people also like they secretly watch it. They won't
say anything.
Yeah, they won't
Don't
be
be
open
ashamed
about
of
it.
what you like.
And every time I say it out loud, it's like I say to people, and they're like, "You watch that?" I was like, "You freaking like this."
It's like you watch
All right,
Family
well,
Guy.
you.
You watch Family Guy. It's like that's different. How is that different?
How
That
is
is
it different?
animated. The only reason you like it is because it's very, very crude, and you like it that way.
And there's animes that are crude.
There's animes that are crude too.
A lot worse
But
than what we get in America, too.
But because it's considered anime, they say no, and that's what really pisses me off. What I really love though are people like there are people that have stopped watching anime because of the artistic style that they have taken nowadays. We talked about this a while back that they're going into more of the moe style and more of the all the fan service has become more and more. The fan service has become very prominent now in almost any anime show. And for that reason, there are people that don't watch anime as much because they don't want to see that. But they're open to other animes that have come out. Because there's still tons of animes that have come out that are still strong. They don't have the fan service that are different. Like off the bat, like Anohana.
Yeah,
Anohana came out, 2010?
I think so.
And so that's a cool picture.
Well, you should read it. It's really cool, actually.
Yeah,
You can say that quote. Say that quote.
So Miles showed me a picture. It's about the
You said
Pokemon.
I didn't say I pulled it up.
Okay, so Miles showed me this picture. It's about these Pokemon Mewtwo, Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur. And then you see a reflection of them in the water when they're little. And the quote says, "We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing."
Very good quote of actually what we're talking about. Yeah.
But what I was going for, there's, within the stuff that's popular nowadays in any media at any given time or generation, there's always stuff that's different that makes it good. And the people that are open to those things, bless their hearts. I have a friend here. Her name is Vanessa. She is one of my best friends, and she doesn't really watch anime, but and I don't really watch love comedies because I was like movies, and I'm like that's not my thing, but I've opened up and I like them.
Yeah, and actually not bad. Just no guy wants to admit it.
Yeah,
I got my chick flicks,
and I know she listened to the podcast. She's told me, so she's gonna know that I said
she's gonna freak out right now.
I like love comedies. I'm like romantic comedies. Is what it is.
Right.
But anyway, so then there's one time I said, you know what, I want you to see this anime. And she was like, okay, what is it? And I said, okay, it's on Netflix. It's called Angel Beats. I said, you really, really like it. And she said, okay. She didn't say, it's not my... it's like, oh, it's...
You watch anime?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you watch anime? Like, gross. She didn't say anything. She was very open to the idea. And she said she really, really liked it. And I said, I can keep giving you animes to watch that I know that you'll like. And she's still open to that idea. She's not an anime... She's not... doesn't watch anime like we do or how we like.
One of eventually.
But she's open to that, and I love that. You guys love My Little Pony. I personally, not my taste. I did watch, but I did watch I think 2 episodes of it, and I can see why you guys like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally won't go out of my way to watch the show, but the ones that I watched were really good.
Which one?
The My Little Pony.
Yeah.
I think the one I watched just off note was. What was it? These little things that like collecting them, like these, they look like little flies, and like when they throw
balls?
up, they produce another one. And then the Pinkie Pie girls are like, she's trying to get her instruments, and they're like, "What are you doing?" So they push her aside, and
I can see the smile in your face.
It was funny, and they're trying to eat the food in the little town, and then that one pony, she changes their mind so they don't want to eat the food and they start eating the town.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they're like, what are you gonna do? And you see Pinkie Pie, she's like with all these accordions and drums, like what the F is she doing in trumpets? And she's basically like Peter Piper, and all the little things like start following her out of the town before Princess Equestria, whatever her name is, comes
Celestia.
down.
It's all
Celestia, whatever.
Hey, we watched Powerpuff Girls when we were kids.
Yeah, so I watched that and I was like, that's funny. It's like, I understand why Diego and Jose like it. And the other one I saw was when they had to rescue like these little fairy ponies.
Oh, that's
Itty
the
bitty
new
things.
episode. Yeah, that's the new
That
episode.
was new?
Yeah, that's brand new.
And that
the
yellow,
Pizzies?
The breezes.
that yellow pony.
Did you know? Hold on, one question.
Yeah, he's
One of the
He's
breezies.
quoting 2 episodes, David.
That's my boy.
One of the breezies, the one with that's pink with the purple with the blue afro. That's Chris Sabat. Vegeta. He's a pony. He's a brony.
No, we assimilated.
Dun, 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 dun,
Join the herd.
dun.
But I think what we're getting at as well is that you need to be open-minded overall to enjoy everything, but at the same time, you shouldn't want to let go of the quote-unquote kid inside of you, because if you think back at some of your fondest memories, you're gonna think back at your childhood and how, because you were when you're a child, you're open-minded. You don't really close at that many things. I mean, you might be like, ooh, cooties. Cooties! Ooh, fully cooties. Cooties in the internet. But, I mean, you were open up. Like you said, we used to watch Powerpuff Girls.
and Johnny Bravo.
And Johnny Bravo. And if you go even back into this, and I used to watch it, Gem.
Yeah.
Which one? Gem. That was like even way, way
I
old
don't
school.
remember that one.
And
But,
even before that, we watched Thundercats.
Something like that.
He-Man.
Yeah,
Thundercat.
He-Man.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh!
Princess Sheena, I think it was the
Sailor Moon.
Sailor
Princess
Moon,
Mononoke.
Princess Mononoke, yeah. So, I mean, you have to be open-minded, and at the same time, don't try to get rid of the kid inside of you, because
What the
that's
heck?
like such a good part of our childhood. Yeah, Gem.
What the heck is this?
It's some good stuff. It's some good 80s stuff.
Wow,
I don't see
great.
why we, as a society, we want to push like this kind of
my.
mentality out that you need to grow up, and you kind of, in a sense, got to become more bitter in order to be mature and accepted by society. You know, don't be afraid to like things and be open about different things. Like Miles over here, you know, the other day just sent us a message. Hey, I want to listen to some new music. What do you recommend? We want some J-pop, K-pop.
That's
and,
really
that's,
open to all
That's
of
open,
them.
yeah. That's being open to everything.
And no disrespect, I didn't like the 2NE
21, yeah.
But you know what? I listened to 5 different songs to make sure. And there are some beats I liked, but I was like, this isn't the kind of style I'm looking
Right.
for, but I can see why people like it. And
It's
these
good.
girls are sexy.
They sexy.
I watched the
Hi,
whole,
Diego.
I watched all the music videos just because it was good. You know, it's good. I can't even, you know.
And I
Those
think
Koreans.
that there's another thing to point out in this whole subject is, as a human being, we want to learn from experience. We want to learn from stories, you know. And there's different ways that stories can be told, whether it's by novel, whether it's by someone telling you in a speech, or whatever, or through media means as television.
Yeah.
And any type of show can give you a great meaning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think like I said, some of the best lessons I've learned are from shows that I watched as a kid and animes that I watch now. One that I truly love was Fullmetal Alchemist. I mean, that show gets great praise and it deserves it. I mean, it shows just to me, the lessons I learned is just how important family was to them, how important family should be, how important it is to realize that if you want something, there is a sacrifice.
Yeah.
And if you push through it, you will become better because of it. And that show, I mean, that's probably something that I should know, or I'm like, oh yeah, I know that. But the way that it was told in the story was just...
It just clicked with you.
It just clicked. I was like, it pulled on my heart, and like, I understand that. That's the way I want to be now. And I can't think of a situation where I would have not wanted to learn that lesson. And people have got to realize that if you want to learn something, you got to explore different medias, or else you're going to stay the same.
Yeah.
You got to explore. If you want to get better at reading, you got to read harder books, different books. If you want to expand your vocabulary, if you want to learn better life lessons, you got to read the old stuff, got to read new stuff to see how things are changed. And I mean, then from there you can decide, what you like, and then stick with it.
Yeah.
But always be open to the idea that something else can teach you something in a different way. Don't ever
knock something.
Don't ever knock something. I don't want to get religious on this, but there's but 3 of us are LDS, or the Mormons, and
The Mormons are here.
and there's an article of faith. There's an article that talks about faith. Our articles of faith are basically
Right.
our statements of what we believe in. And the third one says,
I'm not an atheist, people, just for the record.
He's Christian.
Nobody.
What?
Miles, nobody knew that was you, the outsider. No.
I don't follow churches. I just have faith.
The
That's
veil is pulled. Everybody knows the truth.
But anyway, so anything's like, if there's anything praiseworthy or anything of good report, we seek after these things.
Right.
And you gotta look that there's tons of different media to find those things.
Yeah.
So just don't be afraid explore something new.
I can't remember who said it, but there's a quote that kind of goes like, "There's beauty in the world if you want to find it,
Yeah.
and if you think that you found all the beauty in the world, then you're gonna miss out on a lot of things." So you just gotta be open and don't let what other people think like stop you. Enjoy the things that you want to enjoy because you enjoy them.
Yeah. My friends, you keep calling me nerds. It's okay. I know. I'm a better person.
Well, wait. What's the difference? Never mind. I'm not gonna say that on podcast.
So yeah, I think we all agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Be open-minded.
Yep.
Be a friend to everyone.
Yay.
Be a brownie.
Be a brownie, Diego.
I'm a brownie.
Speaking of brownies, just off topic, have you heard anything of Michael
Morones? No, nothing yet. Last thing I heard, he was still recuperating.
Okay.
But nothing big has come out from
I
that.
thought he was able to respond to them, like smiling and stuff.
I didn't hear about that.
I think
But
it's somebody else.
I'll check things out and I'll let you know in the next podcast.
Okay.
So that was a good topic.
Yeah.
How we doing on time, David?
Keep going, man.
We're good?
We're good. Keep going.
Oh, dang. All right. Topic number 2. It is the topic of great value. It was in the Ark of the Covenant. I remember. We just recovered this one.
Covenant? Why are we talking about Halo?
No.
Different flags are coming up here now. We say Covenant.
Halo flags. Oh,
What? Halo? I'm paying attention.
Cortana. The second topic of
It's
this
not
week,
Halo
ladies
Flags.
and gentlemen,
Where's Cortana? Where's it?
is the Last of Us movie that just got announced.
So this is pretty big news for those who have played
What
The
is
Last
this?
of Us.
What did you post on our podcast?
Something that's true.
I didn't post
Dragon Ball,
anything.
how it started. What it's like now.
I'll put the picture
That
on
is
the
so
link.
awesome.
Didn't you put that on Chibi
Yeah,
No
but he
Podcast?
doesn't read it.
Hey,
These wounds they will. Oh, continue without me.
Miles is like 3 weeks behind.
I haven't been following those.
He's gonna be like, thank goodness the Xbox One just launched.
I like how the One Piece one is still the same.
Yeah.
Like that's just one. That's
That's-
good writing right
yeah.
there, man. They stay true to the roots.
There's people that say other things about it, but that's a topic for another day. But
Oda-sama, man.
so Jose, Last
Yo.
of Us
Yes.
movie
Yes. Excited?
thoughts.
Hell yeah! I'm excited. I'm super excited about this. My hope is that they remain with the same story that was on the game, because that was amazing. And I mean, this is definitely a good way for the good people of the earth to be open. And many people probably didn't play the game, especially because it was a Sony PlayStation exclusive. So this is a good way for introducing this story that was amazing for other people.
Or if they just don't play games,
Yeah.
they probably will pick that game up after
The story's
watching
good
the movie.
enough.
Yeah, I don't want them to change the story.
I'm probably in the defense. I'm not sure I'm too excited for it.
Here's my problem with them making it
Video
a movie.
game movies. Video
First
game
of all,
movies.
one.
I don't want it to ruin the rep.
First of all, one. The there've been countless movies that have been made from video games, starting from Mario Brothers.
Right.
Triple
Probably
A.
even before that.
I actually like that movie, but everybody hate me on the
But
internet.
most people, like, their adaptation of it was not really good. Even ones that had stories,
Mhm.
like Prince of Persia had a story, and that one was okay.
I heard that one was.
I heard that was okay.
I haven't seen it.
But anyway, so now we have this one, this critically acclaimed The Last of Us. And one of the reasons that it made it great was with the cinematics, but the other one was the gameplay. And I think what can lack in the movie is, in the game you're Joel, and when you have to protect Ellie, like
You have to.
have to protect her. You're the person who has to do that, and then switch when you're Ellie. You have to help Joel in some
Wait, have you
area.
played the whole game?
Yeah,
Oh.
Homeboy played the DLC as well.
yeah. I played Left Behind.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, I respect you even more.
But anyway, so like there's this sense like when you're playing when it's in between the cinematics, like you get to grow closer to Joel and to Ellie because you're playing as them and you're protecting one
But you
another
want
in
to
different
protect
places.
them. That's what's so
And
good
you
about
wanna
the game.
protect them.
Yeah, you care about their character.
In the movie though, you're watching it as a third person. You're not interactive, and so what my fear is that they're not going to be able to capture the same feeling that you had in the game, because that gameplay, like you said, it made you want to be with Ellie. It made you want to be with Joel and to everything to go. That final decision you make in the game, I mean, the gameplay that you did that was amazing. It's still gonna look good in the movie if they go that route, but I feel like it's not gonna be as like influential or as to the heart as it was in the game.
Saying. And I'm also worried about if the people that do the acting are going to be able to carry out the emotions that Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker did. Those two's chemistry, you could feel it, and you've got to nail it, because besides this just being like a zombie post-apocalyptic. Thank you. It's more than what we've seen in other shows. Like the game is not really about the zombies or the surviving.
That's
it's
like
about
a second story too.
It's about the main thing is the story between Ellie and Joel. Like, if you don't nail that, then you don't got the movie. You don't got anything.
True.
That is what you wanted to play. You care about these characters, and if they're not interacting or there's nothing to drive you between those characters, and who gives a crap?
Like, if it doesn't feel natural that Joel and like the relationship, like I feel that way.
If you don't have it, then you don't have The Last of Us.
I would also argue that I don't want it to be one movie, because that's a lot of stuff to put into one movie.
Oh, that'd be horrible if it was just one movie.
I would at least
I agree.
2, at the very least, hopefully 3. We do know the director.
It's
Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
So he has some, at least for me, some good stuff and some bad stuff. That's Spider-Man 3 is the bad stuff.
But we do know Naughty Dog is
Bruce and Neil
the one that's directly involved in it.
Yeah, Bruce and Neil are going to be
So this should be a pretty good game then. This shouldn't.
I think they need to get Ashley and Troy on the set and help them with
now,
the
my question is this.
Oh, okay.
They haven't said...
I believe that.
They haven't said anything specific about the movie. They haven't said if it's going to be...
They haven't said if it's going to follow the same story, if it's going to be a different story.
CGI or live action. Did they say anything about that?
I think they should do CGI, because that's what they did with Ratchet and Clank.
But it won't sell that well if it's CGI for the general public.
Plus, it'll be a mature show, too.
People will be like, oh, this is a show. Oh, my goodness, I can't take this to my kids.
It needs to be kind of like the World War Z, but better. Like, it needs to be big.
Yeah.
It needs to be good. I'm glad that Neil and Bruce are on it. That makes me feel better, but I'm still... I don't know. For me, I guess it's just kind of like one of those things where it's so classic. I don't really want it to be ruined by cinematic experience and it gets hate or anything. I just like the game for the media and the art it is, and leave it as that art. I don't know. That's just my opinion, of course, but...
Well, also on top of that goes into another subject, like, would you want a Last of Us 2? Because where can they really go with that?
I want to see, like I said in one of our podcasts, I'd like to see a jump in years. And like Ellie starting to see things where she sees that Joel lied, and more interaction about the trust between their relationship breaking. I'd like to see more of that. Personally.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, people...
I would love to see Last of Us 2, but I don't know where I would have...
Ellie might be married with a girl next time we see her. I don't know.
No. Maybe marries... Yeah,
did you get to that point now?
Yeah, I beat the DLC.
So it's hard to...
Alert. If nobody knew that.
I didn't say the spoiler.
Well, she's a lesbian.
There's no spoiler.
No, it doesn't. They didn't say she's lesbian.
Have you ever thought...
Do you want to talk about the DLC?
No. No. You got to play that. Okay, do any of you have... Yep. When you read this, did any actor or someone come to your mind of who you want to play Ellie or Joel?
People are saying they want Ellen Page as Ellie.
No, she's too old.
She won't play because she's mad about the whole Beyond thing while she's doing that, so she won't play her, even though that's what the character's design was based off of. Personally, no offense to Ashley Johnson, because that girl is freaking awesome, and I would date her in a heartbeat. I don't care, but they would have to do a future reference if they had Ashley in there, because she looks just like Ellie. Like, the mocap was very similar to her.
Yeah.
And it's Ellie, but if they did her, she would need to lose some weight.
She would need to be younger.
I don't mean that bad, though. I mean, she's a fantastic girl. Like,
she needs to be younger.
Amazing.
She needs to be younger. Ellie,
but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. If they did it, it would have to be like a sequel. She was in it. So if I was thinking about younger,
Troy Baker needs to get like old.
Yeah, and he'd have to get buff.
As far as actors go,
I couldn't think for Joel or Ellie, really.
Maybe
Uncharted, I'd say Colin Farrell for Drake, but
the one
I don't know.
The one that came to my mind for some reason, and you can disagree with me all you want, was whoever played Superman in the Man of Steel. If he looked a little bit different, like the way that he looked when he was,
he has the body type.
He has a body type, and when he had the beard and everything, like I could see something like that for him becoming Joel.
Mm-hmm. You know what's kind of funny about Joel, but any of you guys watch The Following?
No.
The main bad guy, Joel Carroll?
No.
Yeah, he kind of has a look, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'll have to show you a picture. But I mean, there's some actors I guess that could play the look. But
watch that cast Liam Neeson.
That's too old.
That's too old.
I'm going
The
to
Last
kill
of
you.
Us.
I don't
Because
know if you
we're
can play
old.
it. You know what? And that's what's another
the
thing about
giraffe
why
over
I'm
there.
on the defense. Here's the thing about the actors that are so cool, and this is why I worry about the movie. Is Ashley Johnson, the voice actor Ellie, was on an interview on IGN.
Mhm.
Did you watch that interview?
Yes.
About the DLC, and there's a really cool moment that she did. I think you guys will enjoy the story. They pretty much asked her at the very end. I'm going to go into a spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't played it. So at the end of the last scene of the end, when Ellie asked, were they really going to be able to do a cure? And he says, no, you wouldn't. There was no cure they could find, which is bull crap. He lied to her straight to her face so he could save her, and pretty much killed everybody in the hospital that could cure. So it was a really big moment at the end, and I didn't see it coming. And you realize he's kind of a bad guy. Like Joel's kind of the bad guy, and Ellie.
That's how you see him.
Well, you know what I mean. Though.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
For the
he
most,
did a pretty big
in the
thing.
in the long scheme of things, he's the bad guy.
Yes, in the long schemes, he
But and like I said, in the way that other people see it is, he chose her over humanity.
yes,
Yeah, yes.
Which, if
So-
you look at that in that way, you're just like, that's how much she means to him. Like, I
Yeah.
would kill everyone if you would
Yeah,
just
true.
stay by my side.
But what the cool thing about this interview was is he asked her, I know you don't know the script, it doesn't say what her thoughts are, but you play Ellie, you are in the mindset of Ellie, you are Ellie in that moment, which is true. These actors, they are that character. And he asked, when you see that scene, you didn't know the script or anything, and you asked Joel that question in the game, you asked, you're acting. When you ask that question to Joel and Joel tells you that answer, you playing in that moment as Ellie, you being her. Do you believe Joel when he says that? And she automatically says, no, I did not believe him. And I just think those are the moments where that's the character. And those are just that thing about art of that game is just, I'm worried about being ruined in the movie.
Right.
Because she knew something that's not even written in the script because she is that person.
I think, like we talked on a few podcasts ago, if Sony is smart, and hopefully with this one, they seem like they want to get everything right, they will stay true with the inspiration in the game. Like, they have to, I would say, mandatory for
take.
anybody, an actor in that movie, they need to play the game. They need to know the story.
To me, this is as big as Batman's and Spider-Man's are to video games being in a movie. Like, this is the big
This could
one.
be, this could be.
This is like a Halo.
This could be the first Iron Man.
Yes, that's what I mean. This is a
Yeah.
big take that people don't realize. This is like the biggest franchise
This could
PlayStation
be-
has next to
Yeah.
like Uncharted. This is Microsoft's Halo, and you've got to nail it if you're going to do it.
This- if
and
this-
could
if they do it
bring
right-
out for other movies as
If
well.
they do it right, this could be the first, in my eyes, the first successful video game movie.
Yeah.
And I hope Need
adaptation
for Speed does
ever.
good, but I think it's just going to be a fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be good, but I think
like
it's
I
fun.
said, that one doesn't really have a
Like,
plot.
this one will blow people's mind when they're like, did you know it was based off a game? What?
I gotta get the game now.
I mean,
It got to nail it.
They got to. And like I said, if I was the director, no, you need to go play the freaking The Last of Us, then you come over
Everybody needs to play that game.
And-
It's on
and
that
with
list.
this-
even the Spot Boy and
I
everything.
agree.
Even with this game too, is they can't like if this movie comes out, there's no in between. It's either you love it or you hate it. You can't have an in between of this
Yeah.
of this game
Don't
of
change
this video game
stuff
movie.
out. Don't make everybody a
You
zombie.
can't.
There's a reason why this game got so many awards and Game of Year awards and 10
got
out of
snubbed in
10s.
some, which was stupid, but
GTA
VGX.
5.
GTA.
It was
Oh,
a VGX.
God.
Man. It was a VGX. But yeah, I mean, hopefully they stay true to the game, to the story, and
And with Bruce and Neil, I'm pretty sure it'll be
Yes.
very, very stern on
and
what
like I
is in
said,
it.
with the director, he did Spider-Man 3, which I lost a lot of hope.
But
on
hey,
that
we
guy.
had Spider-Man 2, and
But
that
he
was
did
one
the
of the
Evil
best.
Dead, and I like the
Yeah,
Evil Dead.
but Spider-Man
The
2, that was one of the best comic book movies I've ever seen. Spider-Man 2 with Octopus, that was an incredible.
That was a
movie.
good
That
one.
was a good one.
Gosh, that was good.
And then he went all emo.
We're not talking about the third one.
Did he just do an emo walk across the window?
No, did he do?
No, but I
Hey,
mean,
he
the,
did like the
the
Fonzie.
director definitely has what it takes to make a good movie.
And, yeah.
They need to get a good somebody to write the script good. And as far as actors go, I don't know who they could play, but they need either they have
They
to
got
have
the money.
somebody good or somebody new that not that many people know of.
Okay, so now,
I prefer new.
in I want to ask just one more question before
Okay.
we stop with this one. We already talked about what we would want them to, I guess, where we want them to do the movie, as if it's directly from the game. But if they were to do a prequel, I guess, movie,
Mm-hmm.
like what would you want to see? Would you want them to include what
But there
what
would
wasn't
be
left
no-
behind and then also what happened with Joel.
But there'd be no character development between Ellie and Joel.
This is a thing, though.
He's saying like, what if, basically.
Yeah,
and basically, he just said they said that Ellie and Joel will be in the movie.
Okay, I actually just had a really good idea. I love the character of Ellie and Joel, but if they did some story between after Joel's daughter dies.
No, we didn't tell Diego that.
I already know that.
Dang it.
It's like the first 5 minutes.
I
But anyway.
I played that,
Yes,
remember?
yeah.
But
Who was it that-
What about that idea? That'd be cool seeing like him interacting with the child and like some story at the beginning of the
Everybody,
movie.
you
And then
imagine
she
this?
dies and then seeing the growth of him.
Imagine that's like the first
That'd be
movie.
cool.
The trailer's like, in a world where a man loves his daughter and everything's like a comedy, and then right at the end, she dies.
Well, think if he gets, you see the interaction with him and his daughter a little bit, and then
Right.
she dies like a little bit in the movie, and then after that you see Joel dealing with the death, and then it kind of grows with like the fireflies and like there's these raids and the monsters and him surviving. And
So you
then
see more of the in
yes,
between part.
and then at the very end he meets with Ellie, and then it ends the movie.
That's what I was
And then
thinking.
People can go buy the game.
So this is what I was thinking. They
Or
show.
it could be a
That'd be good.
trilogy.
I was thinking that
Oh,
they
yeah.
could show that prequel of Joel, and at the same time while they're doing that, like they did, they
Like
can
Left
show
Behind?
Left Behind. They can show Ellie's part of what happened with her when all that happened with her and Riley.
And then you find out like later on what happened, like Quentin Tarantino it kind of in a way.
Yeah, and then after all that happens, like you said, they meet up, and that's where the movie ends. And then
And then you pick up the game.
You pick up the game, or if they want to make the movie, they keep making movies. They can start from there because
Yeah.
that'd be a good stop point of how
Yeah.
they meet.
Learn about how him and his brother got in a disagreement and left.
Why they separated?
Yes.
There's so much.
See
There's
the
so,
interaction
The meeting
with the
between him
Firefly.
and Tess.
What about see how their relationship, because we know they had a relationship. And
There's
see how that
so
got
much,
broke.
and I'm pretty sure they already know what happened to all the discussions. There's no way that Naughty Dog did not think of.
I think right now what they're planning of, sorry to cut you off,
No, you're
David,
fine.
that they're like, what do we want to do when we do The Last of Us 2 and this movie? They're like, what story do we want to keep and what story do we want to share? Which one? Because maybe they're thinking like, maybe we could do the Tess story and go back. Well, wait, so what do we do with the
I
movie?
guess in a way, I mean, I love to have the Ellie and stuff because I feel that that's what will make the movie. Without those two, you have to have that interaction. But
Yeah.
it would be nice to have that story that we don't know.
That'd be so nice though, the way that you put it. Like you see Ellie at the end, and everybody like us that we played or that we know, we're like, and then the
and then
last
go play the game if you want to know the rest. But like David says, you do need to have some character of like both of them, like it almost like two sides of a different story between Ellie and then you see Joel's, and they kind of just you see how they're going to come together at the end.
Because
Right.
if you've played Left Behind, you know you see how Joel views life,
yeah,
and then how Riley views life,
and how that affected
and how
Ellie.
that affects Ellie, and how that affects Joel near the end. And so you can see both of these sides of the same coin, and I think it'd be really cool to see that. And then when you play Last of Us for the first time, you understand it more. This is why Ellie thinks this way. This is why Joel thinks this way.
But I'm
Right.
only saying this in the respect of what you said, where if they don't do the same story,
if they don't, yes.
this is if they don't. I still hold my valid point to just where I think it needs to be just Ellie and Joel, maybe even a sequel, whatever. But if it's not, I think it'd be better like that. Like
One
an
addition
innuendo.
that I would make for this, and it's not for the story, it would be Sony needs to get Zack Snyder just for the cinematography. don't let him direct anything, just the cinematography.
Yeah, no sex scenes in black and white, none of that.
Yeah, he could definitely have like some cool shots, like the first gunshot that Ellie does.
That'd be
That
cool.
was a great scene, was it not?
That was so good.
And
So
then
good.
Joel's just like, okay, let's go. Really?
Why did
No
you
effing
do that?
support, Joel?
But like he could definitely like help it like feel even more intense.
Yeah.
But hopefully they
That
make
sounds a
good.
great scene,
Knock
yeah.
on wood.
You know what? Like, that car scene needs to be in there too. When when they're trying to push the truck and getting Ellie to
yes.
try and drive the
Oh.
truck, that'd be a great scene for the movie. That was a really good emotional part.
Oh my god.
Actually, there's so many parts, but that
Yes.
part was awesome.
And then us in Utah will be like, there.
How do they get from Provo to Salt Lake in
Shh, it
5
doesn't matter,
minutes?
doesn't matter. It's a game. It's a video game movie.
It's because
I
the
don't remember-
valley collapsed, and now they're closer.
I don't remember the Mormon temple being right next to the mall like that. What is going on?
But
This is
I mean,
Salt Lake.
I'm excited. Hopefully, Sony learns the mistake of DC movies and doesn't do bad casting. That's all.
Wait,
I'm saying.
who's owning the production? Who's producing it?
So
Wait, who's producing it?
Like, is it Sony, Disney, like
It's
like that
Sony.
kind of thing?
It's Sony. It's one of their studios.
Yeah, so Sony
Sam
is-
Raimi is on that.
Yeah, so Sony is making it, and like I said, they're partnering up with Naughty Dog to make sure this movie's great. And
Having Bruce and Neil on the cast gives me more faith in it.
Yeah, and also you got to remember this. There's been talk about a Halo movie for a while now.
now there's a series.
There's been production for BioShock movie, and the Naughty Dog even themselves had a Uncharted movie in the works for a while now.
I think that would work amazing. You'd get rid of we have the great Indiana Jones, but I think if we had the series, it would work perfect.
Yeah, so I mean, so technically, I'm excited for it, but this doesn't mean that we're gonna see it anytime soon. If it's any other indication of the last of the movies that I just mentioned.
We got Ratchet and Clank, that looks like it could be good, and then we got Sly Cooper, that could be good. There's some games that can come out. It looks like Sony might just do what everybody else has tried to do, and make a really good video game adaptation.
And then we have the Sony universe, and then they unleash
Kratos.
Crash Bandicoot. And everybody's in the same universe.
No!
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I feel about it. I'm excited.
Nice. All right.
Let's hope that Halo series is good from Steven Spielberg.
I think it will be.
It has to have the
was
chief
good.
in it. It has to have the chief.
Anything that Steven Spielberg does is pretty good. Like he had that.
He has
Unless
a
he
very
re-
good
He
track
had that
record.
Unless he
dinosaur.
remakes something.
He had that
He has
Fox
a good
show.
track record, though.
That Fox show where they went back in time with the
That
dinosaurs.
got really bad ratings, by the way.
Really, I thought it did good. It was too expensive. That's why
It
they couldn't
was
do
too expensive. It wasn't bad by any means.
I heard it was good,
horrible.
and then it was just too expensive.
I watched
that
about
they
6
couldn't do it.
episodes. I kind of got a little bored, but it's just because it wasn't for me. I could see other people loved it though.
Okay, that makes sense.
If that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jose, we have a new...
A brand new topic.
Brand new topic. Well,
No,
not as a topic,
a
but
brand new segment to announce to our listeners. Yay! We're gonna do this every other week. Every 2 weeks.
No, every
It's
one,
mixed
at
in
least
with
every
our-
2 weeks.
Okay, every 2 weeks you could expect.
And it's mixed in with our new releases, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is gonna be known forever as the Chibi No Podcast recommendations. We're gonna have a better name coming up.
Yeah, Jose's
But
not
basically,
gonna-
we're running this out. We're gonna try to give up to, two recommendations, whether it be each, whether it be manga, movies, anything that
books,
you want to
whatever.
recommend. Yes,
Video games.
exactly.
We recommend to our listeners that we hope they will enjoy.
Yeah. So
Actually, we know they will
to start
enjoy.
us off, Diego, then David, then Mas, then me.
Oh.
Go.
All right.
Put them on the spot.
That's right.
All right. The
Spot
first one
on.
for me is which should be music. This band has been around for a long time, since the early 2000s, but they're very underrated. And so, like the metal scene, if you are in the metal scene, what's getting big right now is the progressive metal, or gent, as you'd call it. That scene, like with bands as Periphery, Animals as Leaders, Born of Osiris, Intervals, those bands.
Yeah,
But,
the good old chestnut.
Yeah,
I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm just giving you a hard time.
But this band has been around since the early 2000s, and they've...
What's the name?
I'm getting to it. They've been very underrated. The band's Carnival with a K,
Huh.
and they're
Thank
from
you.
Australia. They're from Down Under, and
Call that a knife?
they they're very interesting. They have a different take on the progressive scene, and it's just amazing. Everything they write is so intricate, and so there's so much feeling. There's so much feeling in this in that band's music. So if you guys are into the progressive world and nothing too aggressive, like they're softer compared to like these other bands.
Are they the screaming where you can't understand?
No,
them?
they sing, but they're just really long songs, like 7 minutes long. But
Okay, so they're more into that like mood kind
progressive,
of music, the chill
yeah.
style.
They got the groove going.
yeah.
So that's my first recommendation.
Nice.
I will possess
What was the
your
name again?
heart.
Carnival with the K.
Yeah, Karnivool.
Oh, well.
Oh, that's different spelling
Carnival.
too. Carnival.
Yes, thank goodness
Carnival.
I was going to put something on YouTube.
And then
Language.
my second recommendation is I saw this yesterday. I finished the whole series yesterday.
Oh, it's Jose.
Yeah, Jose I don't think he recommended it on the podcast, but
I
he
recommend
just
it.
talked about it.
He recommended it.
It's all good.
Okay,
it's
then
all
I'll
good.
recommend it
No,
again.
you can do it.
No,
Yeah.
I know, I'll
do it again.
recommend it again.
Yeah.
Princess Jellyfish. I saw that. I finished the whole series in one day. It was 11 episodes.
Is it an
Um,
anime?
Yeah, it's an anime. It's on
Netflix.
Netflix. I don't think you would
It
like it
wasn't
too
ecchi,
much.
was it?
No.
Okay, was
It's
it
just-
worse than that?
No. It's weird though.
Making sure, man.
It's weird, but it's weird. I don't think you'd watch it though.
I'm just teasing you.
The things I liked about it was just the comedy, the references to people being otaku, and the passion they have
It's
for
a comedy anime.
and the passion
Okay.
they have for it. Like
Okay.
one was obsessed with jellyfish, the other one was obsessed with like samurais and ninjas. This one lady was obsessed with old people, and this one person was obsessed with trains. You know, just
Why'd you throw paper at me?
'Cause I love
otakus.
you.
And I loved it. The animation was very old school looking, but it was newer, you know.
Stop touching.
And I enjoyed it. Very girl-esque. Like, it's very, like,
Shoujo?
leans towards,
It wasn't
shoujo.
harem or whatever. Or not
No,
harem.
no.
What do we call like the Tenchi movie style?
Harem.
Harem.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that. The only downside for me was it was too fast. And
Was it
there
too furious?
No.
Oh,
It
I
was too
almost had that
fast,
one.
and I didn't feel like there was closure in it.
Right.
But
I hate that when you don't get that.
yeah, but I'm pretty sure they have closure in the manga. And
Yeah. So you're gonna start reading it.
yeah, I'm probably gonna start
Okay.
reading it. I gotta read Kenichi too. That's what's really amazing. Okay, but those are my two
Solid
recommendations:
picks, man.
Carnival and Princess Jellyfish.
And I guess
Okay.
shout outs
I'm actually
on
might try that.
Princess Jellyfish, which was a recommendation from one of our listeners, Speedy Paul.
Hentai Paul?
Yes, Hentai Paul.
That doesn't want to be called that anymore because
It's
we
all
totally made fun of him on the podcast.
Hey, when
we love you, Paul.
When we finished that episode, what did he say? He said hentai forever.
Yeah, he did say
That's
that.
right. That's correct. All right, David, hit us up with your two recommendations.
Okay, my first recommendation. I haven't finished it yet, but I got the first part on Blu-ray
Mhm.
just this week. It's called Robotics Notes. So if you've ever
Robotic what?
Robotics Notes, you
Oh,
might
no.
like it. It comes from the studio that gave you Steins Gate. It's in the same universe as
So it's
Steins
an
Gate
anime.
and Chaos
Yes.
Head.
Yes, it's an
Okay.
anime.
It and if you've seen Chaos Head and Steins Gate, they're, like I said, they're from the same universe, but their artistic style is very different. The animation, it's the same thing with Robotics Notes. And basically, in this show, the premise is there's a robot club, and they want to get funds to build this huge robot to show it off at the Robot Expo. And the year is like 2019. And right off the bat of the show, there's reference to Steins Gate. And you'll notice it once you see it. And then at the end of the first episode, there's a reference to Chaos Head. And if you watched it in either English or Japanese, you'll hear and you'll be like, oh, that's Chaos Head, yep. But like I said, with these kind of shows, the main premise is not the focus point of the show. There's something deeper inside, and that's the same thing with Robotics Notes. It's their story or the progression to get the robot to build the robot and to get it to the Robot Expo. Like what happens, the story, like the side story on it is really interesting. And then, like I said, if you liked Steins Gate, you would really like Robotics Notes. So that's one. The second one. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's a manga that I read. Like with manga, I have a huge selection of genres that I read, and this is one I admit I like. Sometimes I like reading the girly ones or the shoujo ones. And there's one that I think it came out a few years ago, but it's called Watashi ni XX Shinasai.
Oh, XX, huh?
It didn't have 3 in it though, so it's safe.
No,
right?
so it's safe. So basically, the manga is there's this girl who has a look of like her eyes have like a scary look, and so people are afraid to interact with her. But she's a people watcher, and she writes cell phone novels. And so now like her readers want to read something about love, and she had no idea about it. And so she finds one guy who's like a womanizer, and he's like, all right, that's the guy. I'm gonna learn about love from this guy, and kind of blackmails him into doing like these love missions to help her understand what true love is. On the opposite side of that, there's her cousin who loves her, and they find that out. And so basically, the story that involves those three and those other characters that go on. And I like it because it has a different take on the whole shoujo romantic comedy side to it, because it's not that this girl is oblivious to her feelings so that she's shy about it. She truly doesn't know what they are.
Okay.
And it's just a different take on, like I said, the whole love comedy thing. So if you like reading those, read this one. It's pretty good. It's still ongoing. So
What's it called again?
Watashi ni
XX.
Shinasai, something like that.
Okay.
I said it the first
you know
time.
what the English translation is to that?
No, I am something.
Okay.
Watashi I am XX. Miles.
Miles.
La
I am
recomendación.
his kisses. Maybe the X's are kisses.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh?
No,
I
because
am
they say
his kiss.
kisu when it's a kiss.
Anyways, that's actually gonna be hard for me. I mean, I know what I want to say, but more like 3 than 2.
Daisuke.
I'm gonna say manga first off. I've told you guys about it too. UQ Holder. It's one of the first mangas that I'm reading, and it's still brand new, but it's good to the point that it's like, I hope when it gets to like 50 chapters or so that an anime starts getting produced. It's really awesome. It's finally getting to the point where, okay, the characters have gotten in, they've kind of got a little fighting and training, you know, just like the basics of an anime. Start like Naruto, you know, you didn't really know how to fight, and then later on it just gets like, wow, you know, like the tuning exams drop, and you're like, wow, I see where this is going, it's getting good. It just barely got to that point in the manga.
Okay.
I need you guys to help me out here, because I never actually, the original inspiration of the anime, the manga came from, what was it called? You guys read the original manga that it was inspired by. It was the vampires and stuff, but it was about the... Come on, I talked to you about this.
David, you read mangas.
The vampire?
Yeah, they had the girl, the blonde-haired vampire girl, and I asked...
Oh, Negima.
Yes, it originally comes from that, and it's like a reincarnation of it.
It's like
in the future.
It's in the future because
in the future of it,
because she never ages in the anime because she's also cursed and a vampire, and it probably takes place after the end of Negima because at the end of Negima, they're all grown up and they have like a phone call to talk to Negima and to all the girls that were in the class, and she was there.
Who does the Negima end up with, by the way?
You know, in those shows, he doesn't end up with anyone.
Fudge this.
So this show is about immortals, and it's a shonen. And they're all immortals and they can't die. Well, the one kid gets turned into a vampire. The main character, he's like 12 years old, but he looks like he's 18. And then they have we were just talking about a conversation about this before the podcast. And the other protagonist is more like your like Sasuke character. It's a girl/boy. It's a no gender, and they actually confirm no gender in the actual manga. What do they call them?
Hideyoshis.
Yes. So that person is. And anyway, it's getting to the animation where like some of the fighting is like it is just getting ridiculous. Like I really hope you guys read it, but it's about immortals and they learn how to fight, and they got this group called UQ Holder, and they learn how to protect like different citizens, and they get money out of it, but then they also want to protect for good morals, and then you find out there's these extra powerful beings, and then it's going into more shonen where you learn more about like special stuff over the time, and it's one of those ones I want to turn it into an anime adaptation, and it's really good. It has good comedy. It's hilarious, and the fighting scenes are just
sounds
ridiculous.
like it will be.
It's turning into be a really good shonen that people will start to realize later on. It's still newer, people don't know about it, but as it grows, you're gonna know what UQ Holder is. It's turning out to be one of those.
Have you read Negima? Because
No.
that was a shonen as well.
No, I haven't. I've heard good things. I heard it's very, very popular.
It's really good. Jose,
So I think you would like it then.
Jose probably won't like it because there is a lot of fan service in there. But
There is some in this actually, but it's not over exaggerated. Like the girls don't have the big double Ds.
Yeah,
like they're natural do.
Yeah, this one's the same. But I'm just saying, like they have.
Well, I'm just saying they don't ever exaggerate.
I know what you mean.
But like if you read Negima, and when you get to the later half of the manga, it gets really because there's a tournament in there, and it's amazing, and so I really do want to read that one. What's it called? UQ Holder?
UQ Holder. It's on Manga Stream. They do it every week, and they have not stopped because they've gotten a lot of views. I think you'll like it, buddy. You'll like it.
I was thinking about that this week. I was like, what is that manga called?
It's only 20 chapters in, so you can catch up real quick.
Only 20?
It's brand new, bro.
Oh, I thought you said 50.
No, I said I hope when it gets to around 50 that maybe the anime will start getting produced.
Don't worry,
but
David's
it's early enough for I think you guys to get in where you guys will actually want to read it weekly. It's really good.
David's gonna get caught up in a minute.
So that's my recommendation.
I'm reading it right now.
Yeah, so that's my recommendation.
Okay.
The other recommendation, I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do.
It could be anything.
One. No, he has two.
I have two, but I don't know which one I want to pick over the other.
Picking one will have to mean that the other stays there till next week.
Okay, well, I'll do a game.
Okay.
So our special guest here, you guys haven't seen him. We got Cartman here with us from South Park.
Magician.
I got him from I got him from the collector's edition of South Park: The Stick of Truth. Finally, guys, it is out after 5 delays, multiple years of production.
I thought you were gonna do like the Rock thing. Finally, Cartman has come back to PlayStation. Yay!
Was it 3 years? Has it been? That's
2 years. 2 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
That we got delays. Not that it wasn't how long.
Didn't they announce that they were working on something in 2011?
It was about 2011 when we first heard that it was being in production.
THQ.
So
yeah, I remember that.
Anyway, it's because the creators were so involved with it, and they didn't want to get it out until they felt it was perfect. And it's been getting 9 out of the board on Metacritic. It's doing really good. Anyway, I just started playing it. It's a basic RPG, but you're not playing it for the RPG. It's the adventure. I mean, I've gotten the first main quest done because it's required, and I haven't gone to the second quest yet. I've just been doing side quests, which usually I hate in games, but with South Park, It's so great.
It's South Park, yeah, you got to.
I just want to go see, like, you get to meet, like, Cartman's mom, and Cartman's like, don't listen to her, she's an idiot, you know, and just, like, you see Terrace fill up the movie, what is it, the Fire and Ask, I don't know what it is. Ask the Fire 2 is playing at the movie theater, and, like, I mean, they just have so many cool references, like, you go to Cartman's, like, closet, you see all this like cool stuff from the episodes, and like cheesy poofs are there, and you know, you go to
Pokemon,
you go to what's his name,
they're there,
Kenny.
You go to Butter's house, and you go in there, and there's a calculator, and you go to touch the calculator, and then Butter's like he walks over, puts you out of the way, and he types in 80085. It's just, it's just so many stupid like little things. But I've just been going around the town just like beating up rats, and like you have to go to this one where you meet I can't remember the Asian guy that owns the restaurant. And you go in there.
Not my shitty work.
Yeah, and it's funny because you go in and you see the menu and it says like his beef, shrimp, chicken meals, and all of it has Mongolian next to it. It was paper.
Mongolian?
I'm like, what is going on? You go in there and then he's like, yeah, all we got is Mongolian beef and Mongolian all this stuff, and that's all we got. That's all you can order. And then he whispers down, he's like, it's bad. Don't get anything here. It's gross. And then he's like, I'm telling you this because of Mongolians over there. And then it shifts over. You see like all these like Mongolian warriors sitting there eating like, hey. He's like, please go beat up their children. So they think the South Park's unsafe. So you get them out of there. Beef. So you go in, you beat up all the Mongolian Asian kids in this huge temple, and you light fireworks to blow it up. And then you end up fighting all the like a huge herd of them, like in shonen armor on horses, and you beat the crap out of them. And anyway, that's just a side quest. I mean, you get all these great moments. Al Gore tells you that there's Man Bear Pig, you need to go destroy him. And anyway, it's fantastic. If you're a fan of South Park, the comedy, it's all there.
You know what I hope is in there? The anime one. You know, have you seen the anime episode when they're anime?
No, but I want to watch that. That sounds awesome. I've been clicking. There's 30 Chin Pokemon you got to collect, which is awesome. I've been walking around the whole map finding Chin Pokemon.
If they reference the anime episode, I'm totally gonna buy that then.
No, right now I'm trying to find Jesus. I've only found him once. I have to find him 2 more times. It's great.
Okay.
the game is it's South Park. It is Max.
So it's okay. That's good.
There's a part where you open this door, and I got to say one last moment. There's there's a whole town of South Park, and I've been going through every house I can if it's locked or not locked. And sometimes there's doors that are unlocked, but you're not supposed to go in there. And like there's just with one girl like doing exercises and yoga, and she's butt naked to the full-on bush and everything naked. And she just screams and runs and slams the door on you. The next house I found that was like that, there's a guy watching TV and he's just sitting there masturbating at the TV, and he freaks out and slams the door on you. The last one. You think these are bad? No, let's get to the last one. It is a guy screwing a horse in his house.
Oh my god.
Like you can only do that in Mexico.
And oh my so he's just like yeah with the horse, or no, it's a cow actually I think, and then he sees you, freaks out, and then slams the door, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to open any more doors that are random. But anyway, if you like South Park, I recommend it. It's fantastic. Definitely the best South Park game on the market. It's great.
If you like bestiality, go to South Park.
Oh my gosh, I'm not supporting that.
Chibi No Podcast.
That does not support bestiality.
The views of Miles
That's
and
going to
David.
be in the back of the game.
David, don't include me in this.
The views of David and Miles do not express the views and opinions of Chibi No Podcast.
Subsidiaries. It's going to be in the back of the bus.
That's my recommendation.
It's going to be like Miles.
Miles improved bestiality. Yay!
Dude, I'm glad that guy shut the door. I'm like, oh my god, close the door. And then he closed the door. I'm like, okay, I'm happy now. Right. I'm going to not open random doors anymore. I'm going to go beat up Mongolian kids.
South Park, everyone. All right, so my recommendations. I read a couple graphic novels, a couple trade backs this week, and I'm going to recommend 2 comic books for our listeners. I read 3, but I want to do 2, and I'm gonna save one for later on. The first one is going to be a DC, of course. I love my DC comics. This is from an Elseworlds tale, so this is not about continuity. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is that you know who Superman and the main characters are. So this is the title called Kingdom Come. It was done by, let me see if Mark Waid did it, and then the art, amazing art by Alex Ross. This thing looks like he hand painted every freaking single detail. It's just amazing. Kingdom Come, basically the story is something happens. The Superman decides to retire. He says, you know what? You don't think that I'm the type of superhero that you guys want, fine, I'll retire, and then you could have the superheroes that will kill the villains. So you see the story through the eyes of a pastor, and you see him. There's like a lot of biblical verses, like the angels of death will come from like Revelations and stuff like that, and they tie that back to the story, and it really, really, really good the way that they do it. Basically, what it is that Armageddon is going to happen, and the final judgment is going to happen, and he needs to witness what's going to happen so that he could decide who's going to be judged at the end. So what happened was because these new superheroes, the people voted for them, they're able to kill all the enemies. They kill all the bad guys, so now they're just fighting within each other's to see who controls the world and stuff like that. So finally, Superman decides to come back, and there's a big old war, and he's trying to take over the world. And then really, 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 really good stories. You see a couple partnerships that you would never guess.
Like who?
Batman and Lex Luthor.
What?
Yes.
Really?
Going against Superman. And then one of the best fights, a lot of people like, who could stop Superman in this case? And there was one wild card. No, Goku gets beat up.
Goku.
Shazam.
What? Shazam?
Well, Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
really
okay.
Name, but most people like him as Shazam. Now, the reason he could stop Superman is because Superman's weak against magic, and he's just like Superman, but with magic. So you get to see all of that. Really, really amazing story. Go get it. I think it's like $15 or $10. That's how much I'll pay mine.
How many pages for that much?
100 something. So it's really good. Again, just the artwork on that is amazing. So go read Kingdom Come. Amazing story. My second nomination. Now this is gonna be a bit. I don't think that many people know about this comic book. It's entitled The Fifth Beatle, and it's made by. It was published by M Press. The story by Vivek J. Tiwari, and art by Andrew C. Robinson and Kyle Baker. This is the story of the fifth Beatle. Do you know who the fifth Beatle is? Nobody knows. I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Isn't he the one that?
The producer.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, but he was in the band, but he got kicked out, didn't he?
I don't know if he got kicked out.
And someone in the original ones was not in there.
No. This is somebody else. This is the producer, the guy that helped him become who he is. Brian Epstein, I think is his name.
He was literally the fifth Beatle. He was never kicked out. He was part of it. He helped.
I thought there was someone who was officially part, and then they were taken out.
No. He was officially part. He was never kicked out.
Yeah. So this is a really amazing story. I like the Beatles, but I never knew the story of this guy, the guy that produced it. And the artwork is really, really amazing. It goes from like a sort of photorealistic, cartoonish look, and then eventually it'll go to like the... Do you guys remember the old school Beatles cartoons? Like way, way old school, like the 60s, I think?
The Beatles?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's like, at one point they go through that. But the story here is you get to see this... his Brian Epstein, you get to see what he thought about the Beatles and how he got them to where they are at right now. And Vivek did a really, really good job... trying to get the information out, the best information that he could. And one of the best things that he does is that he intertwines the real life story of Brian Epstein with like comic book things that you obviously see that's not real. But he at the end of the comics is a lot of the stuff here is real, but you have to decide which ones are real and which ones isn't real. And it's really
sounds kind of cool. Like the
it's
interactive part of it.
It's a really good story. You see how he always had this belief in the Beatles that they were going to become so successful, but people always made fun of them. Nobody really believed them. They were going to be bigger than Elvis and all this stuff. And you see him struggle with that. And not only that, he's actually homosexual.
Really?
Yeah, he was
for real?
For real. He was homosexual, and you get very early in the comic, you see him like struggling with that and how he takes medication to stop
he takes medication for him being gay?
Yeah, to like stop his brain of having like weird thoughts and depressions and stuff like that.
Okay.
Is there such drugs?
He's gay. What's
he just
the problem?
says take what you...
Yeah, he take what you think this is from the research he does.
So he takes pills to try and fix his gayness.
Kind of, like keep it at bay at least, so that because in England at that point in the comic book it was illegal, and if anybody found out,
illegal, really?
Yeah, he would be thrown in jail.
Really?
Yep. And so
weird.
You get to see him, and he gets addicted to these pills, and he's always drinking them. And there's this girl named Moxie. Now Moxie is for sure not real, and he never explains who she is, if she's an angel, if she's a thought that he has, or the visions of this drug. But if you're a Beatles fan, I highly, highly recommend this. And even if you don't really read comic books, I think this is definitely going to be something that will... It's kind of like a fake biography with real stories, and it was really amazing. I picked it up, started reading it yesterday, and I had to stay there until I finished it. So that was really good. The Fifth Beatle. Pick it up.
You know what? I would not think of you reading that.
Yeah. Not at all.
Just like, I was like, the Fifth Beatle?
But that,
Jose,
that
I'm
just,
pretty sure you thought it was something else.
No, I knew what it was.
that just goes to show you that Jose's open to anything, though. So he'll be whatever to read.
No, it was really good. I think a lot of people would like it. Again, if they love the Beatles, this is a story I don't think that many people know about Brian Epstein. And aside from that, like, it's really good. It really makes you think about, in a sense, like, how much do you believe in something, how much you're willing to work for something, because that's what he did until the very end.
Huh. Nice.
So, yeah.
I like the recommendations we gave.
Yes, indeed.
The
If you
plethora of
good.
things.
a myriad. A myriad of recommendations. But if you like them, I mean, go check them out. Tell us what you think about the stuff that we recommended. If you don't know how to find some of the stuff that we recommend, let us know.
Give us your recommendations.
Yes.
On our on our Facebook, on our Twitter, email. We've told you them. You should have them memorized.
Chibi No
by now.
Podcast in everything except for Twitter, which the only difference is that capital C, capital N, capital P.
Yes, all capital N, capital. You said it better. I'm
Chibi No
tongue
Podcast.
twisted right now.
Okay, people of the earth, we're almost done. Just stick with us a little bit longer as we give you the stuff coming out next week.
Yay!
Mm.
Who do you want?
I'll do it.
Okay.
So for movies, we got Need for Speed and Veronica Mars.
This
Okay,
is-
we do movies and we'll go on through.
Yes,
others.
yes.
yeah, this is in case you don't know, this is for the week of March 10th?
Yeah, 10th.
10th to the 14th.
14th. Oh, I didn't know if you can do the 16th, but yeah, nothing comes out on the weekends except
No.
if it's Nintendo.
Okay. CDs, we got 311 Stereolithic, Juanes Loco de Amor. So you got both sides. So you got the
I knew you were gonna do music.
so 311, they're good.
Don't forget 21 already came out on the CD.
Oh, 21, the K-pop band, they came out with a new album.
Have you been hearing
I have not.
Oh, they're so good. So
Oh,
good.
I'll have to check
and
it out.
this
They
month,
killed it. They killed it.
Ooh, okay.
this month,
They're in the US top charts.
and speaking of K-pop, Girls' Days is coming out, I think, with a new single, a new album, and then Psy, he's supposed to come out with an album this month.
Yeah.
Psy,
cool.
really?
Yeah.
Psy, yeah.
Girls'
Oh,
Generation came
wow.
out with an album
That's
as well.
cool.
Oh, cool. Girls' Generation's coming out with an album.
No,
I
they
didn't
came
know.
out with an album.
Oh,
They're
they
fighting with 21.
Oh, cool.
Who will win?
Yeah, because how they do it in Korean quickly, they get all the like artists and they go through this like music programs and they do live performances, and at the end they have all the artists there and they
They do a battle?
the people vote who
cool.
wins. And
cool.
it's so awkward to see like the other people that lose because they have they're Asian, so they're very nice. Bet money in their minds like, you motherfuckers just had to, because they're going against.
in your ass when I'm done.
Yeah, because they're like two big groups. The Girls' Generation and 21 dropped like the albums within like days.
yeah.
They are the two big groups that are leading K-pop.
So they're like killing each
Really?
other. Yeah.
Yeah, basically,
So
that's what
it's
they
fun
are.
to see like their reaction. Like, oh, you motherfucker. So, with that, Diego, what else we have coming out?
We got Anime Psychopaths Part 1,
Mm-hmm.
Bleach, Set 20, Axel World Part 2. Oh, and Pet Girl Sakura Hall Part 2 is coming out.
That good.
All
All
good animes, so purchase them or watch them, whatever.
purchase them or watch them, whatever.
And then for manga,
Are you
check
doing
out-
all of them?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I thought we were switching is what we said, but that's fine. Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
go
my
ahead.
bad. I'm sorry.
Miles, we'll give you the last
Manga-
one.
No, it's
Attack-
fine.
Attack
I
on
was just
Titan.
curious.
Attack on Titan Before the Fall Volume 1.
Yes.
And AOT Junior High
Attack on Titan.
Oh, I didn't know that they had that one. Also, one last quick thing. For all those who have Xbox Live Gold, for right now, for the next couple days, Dragon Ball Z Season 1 is free to download. All of it.
Miles, go right now. Turn on the Xbox One.
David, remind me. Don't let me forget. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Free to download.
Actually, you know what? No, I won't, because actually I got the Blu-ray.
This is courtesy of Dragon Ball Insider. I follow him on Instagram, so thank you, Dragon Ball Insider, if you ever listen to this. But yeah,
Tag him, Diego, on our Twitter, which you should be updating.
all right. I'll be
I should
doing
probably
that.
inform people this, yeah.
And then the big one for next week, video game. What's coming out next week?
You can prepare for Titanfall.
Stand by for Titanfall.
It's coming on a Tuesday.
Well, I'll be playing except for Jose.
No, you'll probably come over and play with us.
Yeah, he
hopefully
actually
I can
enjoyed
walk
it.
around
He
on
might
that.
not have it, but he'll
That's
come over
true.
and play
He'll
with
come
us.
play with us.
It doesn't matter
crap.
if you're a fanboy or not. Titanfall is a great game.
Don't tell me
and
Chrono
you'll like it.
Phantasm is coming out next week. Gosh,
Oh, and Dark Souls 2 is coming out on Tuesday as well. If you don't have an Xbox One,
if you're
you
a glum
can-
for punishment,
yeah. If you like games that are super hard and you will suck at,
you know what? I might try it out.
Dark Souls 2.
I will not platinum it, but I might try it out.
I will.
I
not
played the
try
first.
that game.
I played Demon Souls. That was a game. That was
Don't-
a game.
Just don't play. Just come over and play Titanfall
That was
with
a
us.
game.
Don't even try.
What you do? I think I could beat it on hard.
No, I don't mean that. I mean just don't waste your time. Just come play Titanfall with us.
I don't know. There's
Have a
something.
good time.
There has to be something about it. But yeah. So there's that coming out. Hopefully people enjoy it. Titanfall is definitely going to be on top of most people's lists
Everybody's
coming out
list, yeah.
next week.
And if you don't have an Xbox One, but you have a PC that is at least, I'd say, 4 or 5 years, you should be able to play it.
No.
The system requires a minimum. It was you could have as low as like an 8800 GT, which you can get for like $40. I would recommend at least 4 gigs just because it does have that engine, but it is an old engine. You can get away with 2 gigs. Make sure you have a dual core 2 Duo, or at least a 3 gigahertz AMD that's dual core if it's older. But it should be easy enough to run, really. If you have a decent video card in your laptop, Titanfall will run. If you have a computer that's 4 years old and you're not sure what you put in, it'll probably run it. Just maybe get a video card for $50 and you can play just fine. It's really not that hard. It's on 360, which is actually it's more like 10-year-old technology inside the 360.
That was coming out the other week, though, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Well,
no hype
for the
for
360, it's coming out like the 21st. It's when Infamous comes out. It's that week. But
That's why there's no hype.
Oh
yeah,
gosh.
but I'm just saying, if for
Infamous.
people that don't have Xbox or have PlayStations, but they want to play it, you can plug in your PS4 controller and play Titanfall, whatever. It still plays great. And so if you want to play Titanfall, you have those options.
Definitely.
I wanted to say on PSN,
Yeah.
free this week. Tomb Raider is free
That's
on
right.
PS.
Not the
for PS3.
definitive collection.
No, but at least it's free. It's good enough to play for that.
Definitely.
And then there's a Need for Speed sale where everything but the new rivals is $5. You can get Carbon, Hot Pursuit, Most Wanted. Yeah, you can get all those for $5, and even the Vita version $5.
And Miles, with the bad luck, bought it for how much?
Well, I wanted the disc anyway.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's fine.
He told me that same thing. He's
So
like,
good.
dang it, it's on sale. But yeah, so
Those are the games.
look out for that, ladies and gentlemen. This
Oh wait, what about the movies?
we
We
covered
did
the
do movies.
We did Need for Speed. Say that come
Yeah,
out?
and Veronica Mars.
Oh.
Someone's not paying attention.
I've only had Threads.
Well, that's all good, true believers. This has been Chibi No Podcast episode 10. I am your boy, comic book guy, whatever you want to call me, Jose. Signing off. Stay golden.
Diego the Rocker getting out.
David the Smash fan. Fucking punch.
And Miles, your tech guy. Intel. Go buy it.
Oh, I thought you said until. Until what? Don't keep me hanging. This has been, again, Chibi No Podcast episode 10. Signing off.
Chibi No Podcast.
It needs to be about 20% cooler.